Yo. Welcome back to another episode of A Man, Say Man, where life lessons meets hip hop sessions. It's your boy P. What's good, Sharon?
What's up?
Okay. What's up, Nick?
What's poppin', brother?
How you feeling, Ram?
Ram the model in the building.
No question. Got a special guest today, Mr. Kevin Nmah.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
I can't call it, man. Might spoil it. You feel me?
The greatest. I love it.
Listen,
Thank you.
well, I'm not going to even get on you about that, but I think we use the word special way too loosely. Yeah, man.
I mean, you know what? It's a new month, and I want to, I think we're all special here, bro.
Oh,
honestly. Okay. For real, man. What's up, Stefan?
I'm good, man. How you doing?
You sure? I can't tell, man.
My spirit is well, man.
Indeed. And to all my guys in the back, LPM Marcus, Miss Celeste. Correct? Indeed. Pleasure. But let's get into it. New month, right?
New month, man.
So in honor of new month, yesterday being July 1st, let's talk about Bobby Bonia Day, which is kind of crazy to me. The fact that he has a whole day to himself because of money. Or, that doesn't make any sense.
How
but
did that come about?
Yeah, this is my first time hearing about it.
Is it?
Yeah.
You never know about Bobby Bonia Day?
Nah, man.
How you get that
didn't
check? Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
What exactly is it, Ron?
Yeah,
I know that
how did it come about?
So I don't know all the specifics behind it, but I do know that he signed a contract way back when.
Right.
They tried to buy him out of the contract. They didn't want to pay him the whole contract. So they said that we can either buy you out or we can defer it to 20 years from now, basically, and we start paying you 20 years from now. Mm. And that's basically what happened. They deferred it.
When does it end?
2035.
2035.
So there's a contract on it. Like,
when was the contract signed?
2001.
Damn.
2004, one of them.
And how much does he get every year? What's the?
Well, with 8% interest, like this yesterday, he got 1.2.
Okay.
1.19.
Yeah.
That's before taxes or after?
Before.
That's just the one.
1.19 million.
Yeah.
That's wild.
But the beautiful thing about it is my man Bobby had the foresight to be like, yo, y'all gonna pay me my money regardless. So let's just push it all the way out.
Exactly.
So I can guarantee a mil.
Yeah.
And then I can go out there and, I mean, I think he was able to go, if he was able to find another team, he could have played with them. But he was like, yeah, okay, y'all don't want me to play anymore. I'm out.
Yeah.
Is that an option?
Why was he? What? I don't know. What's the whole thing? Why he's not playing?
Well, I mean, back then Bobby was, he was a power hitter type thing, but I guess his skills had diminished. So they were kind of like, yo, let's get his contract off the books. So he was kind of like past his prime almost.
He was old. He was on his way to retirement type
Was
of
he
thing.
like one of the oldest to like play? Like, you know what I mean? Like
at that time?
Yeah. Like keep going?
No.
And that's why
I'm gonna ask you to hold the mic to your mouth.
And that's why.
Oh man,
Wait a
come
minute.
on, man.
She's a female, so it's fine.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
You can't say that to one of us.
It doesn't matter.
Right.
It's all.
But I'm listening in the headphones, but I just, yeah.
So I know I'm trying to figure out is this the reason why like they decided to give him a day? Is it just because?
Well, so technically it's not a day. It's just that everybody's always fascinated that my man is not playing anymore and he gets the 1.2 million.
Right.
And so it's always just like, oh, today's July 1st, Bobby gets another 1.2, 1.19.
It ain't played in 20 years.
Do you think someone
That's a
else
hell of a deal,
would
yeah.
be able to pick up that?
There's multiple
It's
people.
multiple, yeah, I
Ken
know.
Griffey Jr. has it right now too.
Okay.
Well, not that, but I know Iverson. Once he turned 55, he gets some bread.
Well, that's the
But
Reebok
that's
deal.
Reebok,
That's
though.
Reebok.
That's Reebok, yeah,
yeah.
but still,
Which is kind of cool, too, because he gets like 40 mil, right?
It's like
Probably
50.
that.
But it's
50
also
it's
kind of
50 mil.
crazy. Why does he have to wait until he's 55 to get his money?
I mean,
He probably put that in his contract.
Yeah, that's
'cause he's
in his
smart. 'Cause
contract.
He's like, I'm
Yeah.
gonna fuck this money up.
yeah, facts.
Throughout my 30s and my, you know what I'm saying, and my basketball career, I'm gonna fuck this money
Yeah.
up
So
and give it
you
to me
can get
now.
to 50 though.
Yeah,
True.
I mean, and at that time
Yikes.
though, but still, even if he didn't know, his kids would be set. It's probably something to where.
True.
You know,
Oh,
his
for
kids
sure,
get
for
that.
sure.
Yeah.
But still, I feel like that's a smart savings account almost. Like,
Absolutely.
hey, look, just hold on to that and get it to me when I hit 55.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm already getting this other bread.
Right,
You
I'm
know what
already a
saying?
millionaire from the NBA. Go ahead and hold that 55.
Yeah.
Wait,
That way I don't
but
fuck
didn't
this money
AI fuck his money up though?
That's what I was going to say,
I
too.
don't
There
know.
was a time when he was wilding out.
AI?
So
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's probably why he
Yeah, that's another
Yeah.
reason.
He probably had the foresight that I'm gonna fuck this
Shit,
money up. So let me
Reebok
hold
might have
my
the
money.
foresight. Reebok might have the foresight.
Nah,
So
listen,
this
Reebok, I'm gonna need y'all to let me hold something.
Y'all got the money.
Let me hold something real quick.
Yeah.
You're gonna get a loan on your 55.
Yeah, let me get a loan on my money.
How you gonna get a loan? Get a loan on my money.
That's 401k. Shit.
Man,
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
True.
but you got to think that money is probably separate from like the 401k and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
nah.
I'm broke and I gotta wait 15
No,
more
no,
years
but
to get
no,
my money.
but he just
Absolutely.
So
said,
now I got a
he
job
said,
at Jiffy Lube. Nah, come on,
Okay.
man.
get a loan on my money. That's 401k. That's pretty much
Fair. That's
401k.
exactly what that is.
That is fair.
Real shit.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah,
I mean, I'm pretty sure he has a good agent,
Yeah.
that's handling business, which is why he probably had that contract, executed. It wasn't Iverson's foresight.
it's just
Pretty
crazy
sure
how
it was-
much money these people making, dog. Like,
As far
real
as
shit,
what?
just all the bread like that they giving out in the NBA, man.
It's an absurd amount of money.
Insane.
Yeah.
They
Absurd
just
amount
did
of
that new
money.
CBA. That's why. So the contracts just went up. People getting even more money.
The cap went up. The salary cap went up.
Yeah,
I think I saw something that said it was like $2 billion worth of deals in like 2 hours.
Oh yeah. The
$2
day
billion.
free agency opened, there
Yeah.
was $1 billion worth of deals done
Yeah.
That's
in terms of
incredible.
all the whole NBA and people getting
That's
paid.
crazy.
I mean, Fred VanVleet making $43 million a year.
It's a beautiful thing.
Well,
man.
it is
I'm not
beautiful.
hating. I mean, I
I'm
am
not
hating
hating,
a little
but
bit.
that's crazy.
I'm not hating, but I'm hating.
I'm not hating, but I'm hating a little bit.
Yeah.
Man,
not
get your
hating, but I
money
need
though.
it.
I just wish it was me.
Did he sign somewhere else?
Nah, he's in Houston.
He
Nah,
went
he's
to
in
Houston.
Houston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Word.
So he signed up to
And-
be in last
I
place
seen
for the next
Dylan,
3
I
years.
seen Dylan Brooks over there too.
In Houston,
Yeah.
Yeah, he went to Houston.
did he?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Harden, where is he staying?
They trying to trade him.
he
I
might
mean,
go.
yeah,
He might
he
go
might
back to
trade.
Houston too.
Yeah, if he goes back somewhere, it's gonna be Houston.
I think they're gonna try to sign and trade him for Dame.
Dame want to go to
Dame
Miami.
wants to go
They
to
want to
Houston.
go to Miami.
But the 3 teams that I think are in the running for Dame were Philly, Miami, and what was the third one? It's
I think it was the
another
Clippers.
one.
Well,
the
it's
Clippers.
a
Right.
reason why. That's maybe a reason too that Philly didn't re-sign Maxey.
They didn't re-sign
They,
Tom?
they didn't
Well, they ain't-
extend. They didn't
Yeah,
extend
they didn't
it.
give him a new
Okay.
contract
A new
because he's still
contract.
under
yeah,
contract.
Yeah, he's still rookie contract, but this would be the year for them to extend him during the summer. But they not doing it.
That's crazy.
So yeah, man, it's wild,
Well, yeah.
man. Yeah.
Bobby Bo got the world spending money, getting money. Dare I say, getting
Gets
that
people
getting that
homeless.
dough.
Getting that dough.
Get people homeless while he's getting that dough on the day.
Shout out to Meet the Curator too.
Exactly, man. And
Can
can
show
we
you some love.
5 minutes of your time, please? Like, how did to get that dough come out? Like, how did you come up with that whole, slogan?
That is just something that has been on my mind for a long time as a kid who was raised by a single mom in Arlington, Virginia, on like not the rich side, not the poor side, but just like always kind of needing money type of
Yeah,
thing.
right.
So
Question.
Exactly.
I'm,
Yeah, I saw you-
going
I saw
to
you as a
going to
young-
high school, going to high school, going to college. One of those things was just like trying to do better, make better. We've seen the way Arlington works, and so we've been around money and things of that nature. So for me, get that dough was something that I was always saying, not a creative or like an artist type per se. So the tic-tac-toe, get that dough was something that was easy for me to like sketch out.
Yeah.
So I listen to rap all the time. Hip hop is life for me. And so double entendres and things of that nature are something that always play in. So get that dough was something that I knew that I could find a way to make it full circle and attach it to the brand and the brand values, which are like vision, belief, perseverance, independence, and the last one being discipline. So get that dough, discipline over everything. So
That's dope.
that's what it is. Thank you very much. Appreciate that.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And from there, we had some other stuff. We've got Real is Great and Cool and things of that nature. But getting that dough is like, we live in America. Ain't nothing free. Ain't nothing
Okay.
cheap. So
Yeah.
How
gotta get to it.
long has it been since you launched?
We filed the trademark for Get That Dough and Meet the Curator in December 2015. And then our first, I think the website was July, I think it might have been July 1st, 2016. And then we had our first pop-up October 2016.
Absolutely.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. man.
Awesome. Can we just clear the air too? Because it's been
Yeah,
a
let's get into it.
yeah, there's been
Get into it.
I wouldn't
Get
say a
into it. Go ahead.
debate, but
It's not a debate.
discrepancy maybe.
It's not a debate.
As far as your preference when it comes to modeling your gear,
Well,
right?
I mean, obviously, you launched his career. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got a whole handle, Rem the model.
Is it Rem the model or is it stuff on the board?
Well, I mean,
They call this nigga a bore.
What's your preference?
Yes. So this is the thing that we have to clear up.
hold up, Marcus, give me something to drink. Real quick.
The reality of the situation is, I hadn't seen my homie Nick Gilreath in a while, but I had seen Rem, I had seen you, and I had seen Steph. So I'm always hip to the people who in my circle or my orbit who are, fashionable, whether that be on the men's side or the women's side. So the brand was really focusing on doing stuff organically. A, because it's cost effective, and B, it's just like, these are people that I know. It makes it easier and more fun to, build something with people that you know. So Rem, stylish as can be. Steph, even though he's short, he's a good looking guy, and it's one of those things. Paul,
I don't understand why that was.
Paul, you weren't around, or you were already doing your own thing, so it's just like, all right, I can get to these two, and it's easy.
Absolutely.
And so when you ask about preference, these two, they set it off.
Stefan is very, very disturbed.
But I didn't get a call back.
He's upset about the call.
I've noticed Rem,
flourishing in his model career.
Well, that is just
get that dough.
Yeah, that's just more like availability type thing. You doing something. Like, you always doing something. Rem is doing something, but I know where Rem is at. Most of the time,
Put together.
he's at.
Rem ain't got no damn kids and ain't got no wife.
There it is,
He's
Nick.
available.
You got it. Nick is on it. Rem is available.
I'm available.
Rem is Tommy.
Listen,
Martin.
we got new stuff on the way, so
Kev.
just answer the phone.
Kev, we don't need him.
Okay.
We don't.
Nah, well,
We don't need him. We've been doing just fine without him. We don't need him. I think everything's flourishing.
This is the truth. Rem. Now, I will say, full disclosure, Rem is like an unofficial creative director for the brand. So it's one of those things where, like, if Rem is like, "Yo, Steph, you can't come through," I can't push back on the decision that he's making, because he's got a vision that.
So we
is
can
in
talk,
line.
Steph. We can talk. We might be able to,
Okay.
Actually,
oriented scene or something. Maybe we like put you in the wilderness or something.
I'm actually good.
Stuff on the board,
I got other things going on. He always calls me a bore. I don't look like a fucking bore.
we can put him in the wilderness.
You do. In your past, yeah.
In your
You do.
past?
No, in his past life, I think when it comes to animals,
doing this.
I think we're all creatures. But Steph was a bull.
No, this is true.
I mean, I'm not,
Bebop and
you know,
Rocksteady.
Full tribe.
yeah. I mean, it's okay.
Timon and Pumbaa.
Y'all have called me like 5 different things, bro.
Boars, number one,
Number one.
Primary.
Okay. All right.
for sure.
Yeah, that's
But
crazy.
I mean, you strong, brother. I mean, that's nothing to be ashamed about. Like, you're a strong
Look at your
dude.
tusks.
Man.
Look at his tusks.
When it got tight, he said, Marcus, pull me a drink.
Yeah, and that's when they started to expose. That's how started to come out.
You know what?
Hey, look.
This is not going the way that I thought it was
Hey,
going to
Steph.
go.
Honduras, like you said, we'll be going to look fishing for our own shit. Yeah,
We're gonna be leaning on you.
I'm not fishing
Nature
for
man.
anything.
Nature man.
This is crazy.
Would you
man.
it's funny since Kev highlighted your height stature. Would you
I'm taller than you.
no, you're not.
Yes. What the fuck?
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Some days you are.
There's no some
days you are.
Yeah, maybe
We've
when you
taken-
got
it
on your
depends on the
Doc
shoes.
Martens or
No.
something, but
Screw these. We've taken pictures. I've
the fuck out of here,
shown
nigga.
you.
Everyone here knows that I'm taller than you.
Who showed
Look at that
his
picture
height?
right there.
What
The
picture?
fuck? No one's get out of here, man.
I'm telling you. That's a
There's a
fact.
picture on the wall
All
right
right.
now where Paul does look taller. than you.
I'm
That's
slumped down
Yeah,
against the
that's
wall.
a-
You're on the suits right there?
Yes.
Nah,
You don't think y'all were on a hill?
We're not.
No, they're in a hotel.
That was a hotel flat.
Try to give you some.
I am taller than you on some
Try to give you
certain days.
clout.
That's
Everyone
Funny
knows
part
that.
is Spelman
There's
keeps
no
saying certain
day.
days, like his height fluctuates.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's no day when
Like
you're
I go
taller
to
than
sleep
me,
tonight, I
bro.
lost the inch.
Yeah.
I got it back
Yeah.
later.
It depends on the shoes.
That's what I
It's
said.
not
But he
the
said it's not the shoes.
Right, he says it's not the shoes.
Is
it
it the
still fluctuates.
shoes?
It's not. My handle is
He's on fire.
P56 on a good day. There's a reason for that. Some days I'm 5'5", some days I'm 5'6".
How?
I don't know. It's God.
Most days you're 5'4".
No. That is not true.
It's the legs.
I've never been 5'4". I've
Who's
always
the
been
legs?
5'5",
The protein
5'5".
legs.
No, never, man.
Protein
Whatever,
legs
man.
fluctuate.
Anyways,
We all
man.
we got.
If he not getting his protein, the nigga shorter. That's
what
the way
it
this shit
is.
works.
That could be
That's
a
what it
fact.
is.
That could be a fact. But, whatever, man.
There's ways to get that fixed now. I heard.
Exactly.
What, bone lengthening?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Would you guys
insane.
go? Would you guys do that?
Fuck.
I don't even know what
You
it
don't
is.
need to do that.
Bone
You're
lengthening.
tall.
Well, I don't know what the dude was that got it done, but he went from 5'5"
5'5", yeah.
to 6 feet.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I mean, the
Yeah.
procedure is about 55 to like 80 G's. And pretty much it's like 3 stages, right? Like, they cut.
They cut the bone.
They cut the bone. I think stage 2 is
They
what?
put the rods
They
in.
put the rod in, and then
Yeah,
stage
watch that.
stage 3 is like healing process.
but then they slowly like spread the rods out or whatever, and then your bone grows back
Right.
over the rod,
Mm-hmm.
and then it connects. The bones connect.
That sounds awful.
It sounds terrible.
Is it worth it? But
Fuck.
I mean, but he wants to be a certain height.
But all of this was because he was getting rejected by women because he was too
I
short.
was about to pose a question to you because I've got a lot of, women friends and they all say like height is something that they pay attention to. So I don't want to put you on the spot, but is that something that you pay attention to?
Fuck them.
Like,
It plays a factor.
see?
Really?
So
A little bit because
Look at his face.
Just hear me out. Hear me out. Some of us that are already tall, okay, and then
Look at his
guys
face.
want us to wear heels, right? And then we're wearing these heels, and now we feel Amazon to a guy that's already short.
So if you're Amazon, you're Amazon. What the fuck?
No, that's
not-
how we feel.
but that's
So
like-
why would we want to stand?
Have you ever dated a short guy?
No,
Never.
no,
Okay.
False offended.
I'm not offended. Not.
not. But it's not because he was short. I just never been approached by short guys.
How about this then? So when you look at a tall guy versus a short guy, like what is it like as far as this tall guy can do this, short guy cannot do this? Like what is it for you?
It's the aesthetic.
Aesthetically?
It's just a little bit.
It's the
like,
visuals. It's just the visuals.
But okay, I don't want to sound like the crazy person, but it is a little bit of the aesthetic. I'm already tall.
Gotcha.
That's me. I already deal with being a tall woman. So I want to put on shoes. I don't want to be looking down at him.
So you've never fantasized about being with a short guy?
Absolutely
What a question.
not.
Never.
No.
You've never seen like short guys on like movies, like oh my
yeah.
god.
Well, I've seen some short guys that I've realized in person that they're really short. Like,
Danny DeVito.
now,
Oswald Cobblepot.
just a few different people that are short actually in person, but I think they're fine. But they're short, so it's just kind of one of those things. It's like I didn't even know he was that short.
Yeah, that shit trip you out. Like
Like,
Ludacris is
I
short
don't
as shit, yo.
I mean, there's a lot of
Ludacris,
niggas that's
yeah.
short. Bobby Valentino, he's like
baby,
5'2".
You don't have to.
I mean,
Yeah.
But yeah, but to the bone lengthening thing, I guess it is like that dudes or those people who go through it like their insecurity because they probably have felt some kind of energy that sounds
Maybe.
similar to what you just
Yeah.
expressed.
Or maybe I don't. I guess you guys said that's why because he was rejected. That's why he got it. But I mean, people do all kinds of things for their own personal preference
Facts.
to look right in clothing, all kinds of little things. So
Plastic surgery, all
yeah,
that.
yeah, it's a thing. So people are kind of dawning on the guys for doing it, but I don't. If that's what makes him comfortable and it's going to make
Niggas,
him
out,
live
niggas
his
is out
life.
here getting fucking wigs and shit too. Like niggas, is out here
Niggas is
Get
getting
the lace
fronts and then cut it down and like
Yeah.
it's like
And it's not even a real.
I ain't gonna lie,
real
that should be looking real good on niggas.
not
though.
fair,
Pause.
yo.
Don't
It's
do
not
it.
fair.
Like that should be looking
not fair.
great.
you would
yeah,
say
to
that.
a nigga
Yeah,
with no hair.
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
It's not fair.
To me, it looks crazy.
Yeah, see?
I beg to differ.
Would you do it, Paul?
Life
No.
ain't fair.
You know what?
Would you do the bone lengthening shit?
Would I?
Yeah. You interested?
No, not at all.
It's almost like being fat and getting skinny. Like you ever seen people be fat and get skinny and their head still big as shit?
absolutely.
That's why you know what I'm saying. It just
So you
be
feel
weird. Like so if you
the
get
arm length don't
yeah you
Yeah,
can't
right.
be long ass legs and short ass arms. You know what I'm saying?
Like
like a
crazy.
pterodactyl.
yeah, like
You also gonna have like, can you wear shorts now? Like you gonna have
Like
rods,
scars?
scars
Yeah.
on your things, and the
Yeah.
women gonna be like, "Yo, what
Can
happened?"
you,
there?
can you hoop?
That's my only.
Can a nigga
Can I
Bro,
hoop
I
afterwards?
doubt it, man. You gonna need
There's no way you
if
can
I
hoop,
You gonna
bro.
need a new ACL and some more shit.
I
Nigga,
think
like,
he has to relearn how to walk properly.
He did
too.
have to relearn how to
Right?
walk.
Oh, nah.
So-
See, I'm good.
Which is crazy.
yeah,
Like,
nah.
It's
bruh.
Fuck around, be
I ain't
Mr.
doing it to
Glass.
get 6'6".
You've been
like
just
that.
fine. They
I
turned to
just-
Mr. Glass.
I don't care that much. Like I'm about to be 41. I've been short for the whole fucking time.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I'm
That is
for real. And
exactly.
he has to have children, so even if he has children, that gene might just roll off to the child. That
Hell
he's going to
no.
be short.
No,
No, I'm
that-
saying that he's
that's
going
not
to be short.
genetic.
Oh,
That's
yeah,
not gonna be
true.
genetic.
No. I'm not
No, that's
saying
what
that.
she's saying.
It's right. So even if you you
right,
fix
right.
yourself,
Tall
you
as
have
shit.
children, they still may be short and have to go through the same thing. So how are you going to get them? How are you going to encourage them to get through?
Yeah, I feel
He's
you.
not going to
he
encourage
not.
them. He's going to lengthen their motherfucking legs.
That's
Nah, he gonna
crazy.
tell the doctor break this motherfucking legs now. So he
Do it now.
my God.
Do it while he's young.
So you can grow into it.
He's going to be a 4'2"
Right,
dog.
yeah.
I don't know,
But,
man.
but it'd be the opposite shit in China. You see short ass parents out there with their fucking kids tall as shit.
Absolutely.
Like, where the fuck that shit come from?
But sometimes it's like genetics though. Like it skips a generation. type
Absolutely.
thing. Like,
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Like, my mom's is short, but apparently my grandfather was tall. My sister's 5'8".
This is tall too.
Yeah. So it's like we ain't get it from our mom. Definitely didn't get it from our pops. So it's
That's how it did me. It skipped me. Because all my brothers and my dad and them, they big as fuck.
I was going to say the same thing. All my half brothers, like I got brothers at 6 feet.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but me, nah.
It just
It's
missed
fucked
you.
up. God got a sense of humor, man.
He does.
It's a fucked up joke too.
But I don't know. I like being short.
But I was gonna say this, for Paul and everybody else in this room who is not tall. It's like creating
It's
a NBA. It's like well, hold on. Hold on. What I'm saying is, it's like creating a player in NBA Live where it's like you can't be 100 on everything. Like Paul, Steph, y'all smooth motherfuckers. So it's like y'all not tallest, but y'all like the coolest.
Right.
Appreciate
So
that.
it works
Thank you.
out where it's just like the tall niggas
See how
may
we
not
brushed
have
across
any
that?
game.
Hey,
Yeah.
real better than cool.
Real is better than cool.
Yeah, exactly.
This is true. This is.
Thank you, Nick.
We
That's what I'm talking about,
we
brother.
can't have all the gifts.
We can't.
We
There's
can't have
actually
all
like
the gifts.
there's a Greek term for that. I forgot.
It's called the kyklos.
Okay, I love you for that. Thank
Exactly.
Yeah, yes, sir. It's a jack of all trades, master of none.
you.
Does that-
No, I mean,
Life can't allow
Kinda.
one person to have all the advantages.
like you can't be perfect.
Shaq's
You know what I'm
not
saying?
Shaq's not allowed to shoot 90% from the free throw line.
Yeah.
It can't happen
Exactly.
in
Yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Well, that shit must have skipped Joker.
Yeah, the kid's a beast.
I don't know.
Well, he's not allowed to have a 44-inch vert either.
Yeah, and
true
he's
that,
not
yeah.
handsome. So let's be honest.
That plays a part. He's a handsome guy. But
he's
He's not handsome.
I'm sure he's like your
He's
height.
not. Who? You know that.
Lorenz Tate.
I think he's like Paul's height.
Yeah, Lorenz Tate is
But
short.
he's a handsome. He's really handsome.
Have you fantasized about him?
No.
He had to
No.
climb
you
that
are-
tree.
He's
tonight.
cute.
He had to climb that
His brother
tree.
to
I
the
mean,
night.
Love Jones was a little thing.
Yeah, no
thing,
question.
thing. But
Darius Love
But-
Hall.
right. But he's a handsome guy. I don't think that. I mean, there is a number of women that just like look past people, but I don't think that all women just look past short guys. Like, oh, that's just the one thing. Like, oh, he's just short, so that's why. You get to know people. You know, things change.
Find somebody your height.
So you got to get to know short niggas.
Find somebody your height.
What do you say? He's cute.
But
He's
have you
handsome.
had like conversation with your homegirls and you be like, oh yeah, he's cute,
But
But he about this tall.
Like, he cute, but he's short.
that's like a thing though, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
It
A
should
little bit.
A little bit.
It should
little
not
bit.
be.
But it doesn't matter because it's not going to stop somebody from talking to him.
no, I feel
If they
it.
want to, you
Most
know.
of the time, those short niggas are ready to go. Like they got all the game,
They got it all their
the
stuff
confidence.
together.
They going for it.
A lot
so
of
even
them
if they
do.
get shut down,
Absolutely.
At
And
the end of the
they
day,
love
we just-
tall women.
We just better than y'all at the end of the day.
short people.
Yes.
Okay,
At what? Exactly.
This is just life in general.
listen,
Just better, man.
you are entitled to feel the way you feel, and I will never not, let you feel appreciated.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna try to get you to wear bigger shirts
Why?
because
Because I'm short, I have to
This is
wear
why you
smaller
didn't get the
shirts.
modeling contract, Steph.
Look,
Whoa.
right. I'm just saying.
Wait,
I think
because I'm
Steph,
because I'm short or because I wore tight clothes?
Steph,
Which one?
Steph always likes showing that he got muscles, and it's just like
Because
bruh,
I'm short.
You can
I have to show that I have
You
muscles.
don't have to.
I do.
He has to,
I used to be that guy.
you know.
You still that
Make
guy.
up for it.
Hey, son.
I don't wear tight shirts.
He trying to step on.
I used to be that guy.
I used to be that guy.
You trying to leave me hanging too, dog. We were supposed to be in this shit together.
Yeah.
No, we're not. I
It's a
crop
lonely
my
world.
tees, but I don't wear tight shirts anymore. I used to be an H&M like model, my nigga, like everything tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but you kind of fell off too, though. So
Damn.
Never.
physically,
Yeah.
Yikes.
That's why you don't wear tight shirts.
This is the battle of the short wars.
See what's happening? They turning us against one another. See what's happening?
Come together, brother. Come together.
Come on a common ground.
All right, man.
Whatever, man.
Everyone under 5'8" to the left side of the room, please.
Whatever,
Y'all
man.
hilarious, man.
What else is
Funny as
going
shit.
on though, man?
Oh, shit. Speaking of people being turned against each other, my man who swung on old girl in the carryout.
Yeah.
Oh, Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah. And they charged both of them with murder after
Yeah.
they dropped the charges, obviously.
Yeah,
But-
drop-
Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah.
did.
I'm happy they did. I mean, yeah, that sounds bad saying that, didn't it?
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'm happy that they did drop the charges because everything comes with a consequence. I'm not saying that he had to be killed that day, but you're beating up on a woman and her kid is right. Like, you don't know what these little boys. I have a son that is around that age. He's 15. And I'm almost certain that if somebody punched me in my face, he's coming to defend me.
100%.
You think he would have shot him?
As he should.
If he had a gun, he probably would have shot him. Because at that age, you're just trying to protect your loved one.
Yeah.
You don't really know unless you just really been in the streets, and that's how you're raised. You're just always in the streets. You're always in the streets. But you seen him on the video. You can see how he kind of hesitated before he pulled the trigger. But
I haven't seen the full video.
I haven't seen the full video neither.
But
I've seen it.
I would like to say that environment plays a huge role. Like, I'm not saying that if your son was present, God forbid, if anyone puts their hands on you, but just based on where we live, it's different in Chicago, right?
Oh, absolutely,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm
gotta have a
saying?
shot.
Like, violence is prevalent all day, every day, right? So him, grabbing the gun and shooting him, I feel like that was just a natural instinct.
But
Absolutely.
in the full video, once the dude saw that he had a gun, did he run?
It happened so quickly from the two angles that I seen in the one video that I was able to see online.
Right.
He was yelling at the lady as we seen on that one, and she was just kind of calmly talking to him, like whatever, trying to talk him down.
Yeah.
And then I feel like when she said go get in the car, that she may have been speaking to her son, but in the article it was saying that she had texted her son or something like that and said something was going on inside. But I feel like the son knew that something was going on or can see from a window or something that's going on. But from the other angle where the boy was standing, he was standing there and the guy's yelling and he hit her. And when he hit her, you can see him like go for his gun and then he's like,
Okay. So then there's a moral opinion and then there's a legal opinion. Morally, I don't have an issue with anything that happened. But legally, I don't think he should have been charged with murder, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's charged with something at some point.
It has
Absolutely.
to be.
Especially if
Having a gun.
Especially if dude
15
saw the gun and ran and you shot him while he was leaving the situation. That's a completely different ball game. Did you have that gun on you because you're 14 years old?
Exactly.
That's another
Yeah,
legal
right.
issue. Did your mother know that you had that gun on you? That's another, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
so murder may not have been the right thing, but he could be recharged for something down the line.
I believe that.
She
These
can't be. She
situations-
could be raising Canaan.
Jesus.
Nick.
I'm
No.
just
But
saying.
this is a serious
It's true,
situation.
though.
Like, the person sees their mother getting abused, like,
Yeah.
aggressively.
Yeah.
The kind of visceral reaction that you probably are going to have unless you don't like your mom is something that could be similar to that, right?
Yeah.
So, like, who's to say what should have happened? It's just like, you never know until you, like, in a situation.
situation, yeah.
So, I mean, for that kid to, if the kid's
look,
bigger than him, like, am I going to shoot somebody? I don't know. I don't know if I'm capable of pulling a gun out, but I know that I'm capable of losing my shit when I see somebody that I
Protect
love.
him. Yeah. Your loved
but that's
one.
how I preach this to my kids, and I'm the one thing I am happy about what the boy did was he was aware. Like I had this conversation with Kingston the other day. He stays up all night, and the shit that your mom has to do, and you gotta go with her the next day. You need to be awake. You can't be asleep. You need to be awake and aware of what's going on, because you need to be able to see if something happens or what. You know what I'm saying? So just knowing and being aware is very important, like for real, because it's different with us. When we was growing up, nigga, we knew who wasn't supposed to be around. That stranger danger shit and all that shit, we knew. The kids these days, fucking, they don't know.
And then, like he said, the area, so
Yeah, the area
you
plays
have
a bigger part. Yeah,
He's
Chicago ain't
walking
no
around
joke.
with a gun because his life is probably threatened all the time.
Yeah, probably
And
wasn't his
so-
first body.
Probably wasn't.
I don't think
Gosh
so.
damn it,
And his
Steph.
mom's
I'm sorry
probably
to
a
say
felon.
that. I don't think it is. I mean, I think it is because the way he hesitated. I don't think that he had
She seen
more
the
people.
video. I mean, if he was like
He
pulled
looked,
on some bad boy shit,
scared. Yeah, he didn't just walk up and be like, boom, boom. But, well, from the one video that I seen. But I don't think that,
I ain't a killer, but
I
don't
have,
push
I
me.
have a son, and I know for sure that if something's going on with me, he's gonna do his best. And if you look like that guy was aggressive,
Yeah,
I'm
he was.
14. You know what I'm saying? Like
What started the argument anyway? Like they were at a Chinese a carrier,
Carryout,
right?
yeah.
carry out. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't get it. But I will say this: if that was me, I would have shot him.
Oh yeah, me too.
I would have
I
shot
have
him.
no issues with the
I
way he
would've
handled
shot
the
him.
situation.
Mm-hmm.
I've got to fighting, like my mom and my little brothers father got into a scuffle one time, and nigga, I was throwing blows at that nigga.
I've been there.
You know what I'm saying? I hit my mom a few times, but yeah, nah, fuck that shit. Like, get the fuck off my mother, nigga.
Yeah, but
Real
so,
shit.
but if you had a pistol in that same scenario, would you have shot him?
Yeah, I went and got a knife. My mom had to tell me to put the knife away. Nigga, I was about to stab this nigga to
So,
death.
so you would have shot him?
Yeah.
Would you have listened to your mom? If your mom said put the gun away?
If she, maybe. It depends on how he was acting after I backed out on him.
Now, did
That's a
your
good
mom?
question,
Did your mom start the beef though?
Man, I don't give a
Don't
fuck
matter.
who did.
It doesn't matter.
That's my mother, nigga.
Yeah, you're right, but I mean,
Yeah, at the end of the
Don't
day.
matter. Like, it's the same thing with one of y'all. If y'all start some shit, we gonna handle that
We in
shit,
it.
and I'm gonna talk to y'all later.
no question.
Why the
We
fuck
gonna
did
we
do
gonna
that?
deal with this
Right,
shit, and then I'm gonna be
right.
like, yo, you was bugging, nigga.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as far as the situation, if my mom started it, I'm not gonna. I mean, I might be as aggressive.
Hey, look, all right, put it to this way. At the age I am now, I
Yeah.
can understand that point of view because I'm married. You know what I'm saying? So I
But
can
at 14
understand.
or
And
whatever.
I've been in relationships where situations might have been started by the other party, but it might escalate. I can understand how, that can happen at my age now, but at fucking, I was in 6th, 7th grade, my nigga.
I just feel like even if it
Nah.
escalated, whoever started it, whether the woman started it first or whatever, you have a choice whether you're going to strike or not.
Mm-hmm.
He could have walked out of there. He didn't have to turn around and say, oh, my grandmother, and then punch her and then gain wings when he rolled out.
Yeah,
Like that just...
that was funny. That was a
Oh
funny
yeah,
meme.
I was about to
That's
say.
crazy.
I was on Twitter and I saw they were
Went in for a
like he
hamburger.
came for the burger, left with
Left
the
with
wings. And, you know,
I want to hear what his family has to say about him.
Speaking of his family, first of all, he was a twin brother, and I think his kids. No, it's either he was a twin brother or he had kids that were twins. That their birthday was the following day,
Oh,
the day
man.
after he died. That sucks, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That
yeah, but
sucks.
actions have consequences.
They do.
Like he
Absolutely.
did, like
They do.
as angry as you were, I don't think the kid would have shot him if he was just yelling at his mom.
Right. Yeah,
You see him punch her in the face.
Fuck yeah.
I actually wish he would have lived and just been like paralyzed or something. Because I want to hear. I just want to hear what you have to say after
Yeah.
the fact. Like, you know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
like,
Like,
why did it have to get that deep?
yeah,
Nah, I
like,
mean,
like,
yeah,
like,
yeah.
like, what's-
He
yeah.
had to be paralyzed. He had to have some
Listen.
sort of life-threatening injury. He couldn't have just survived, and we heard the story afterwards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Enough of you.
Well, Steph was looking for it to be fair. I mean, like, yeah, you punched my mom in the face.
Yeah.
Bro, I just got
I
shot.
feel-
It don't matter
I was
if I'm
saying, you
paralyzed.
don't
I don't
gotta-
need to be paralyzed. I just had to go to the hospital for 3 weeks.
Sometimes-
No. Fuck no. You hit my mom, you should be paralyzed.
And he might
Paralyzed?
come back.
Jesus Christ, okay.
Yeah, nah, yeah.
don't
It
know.
might come back.
When he got
I don't know.
shot, it's
He
just
might have
one
to
of
die.
That's crazy.
He might have to die.
But I would just like to hear what he had to say about the situation. Like,
That
you went
don't
in there
sound
on
like a
some
Nintendo
bullshit,
game. Like,
and you got what was coming to you.
dang.
They extra with it.
You know what's crazy when we like have these conversations, right? Like when I watch like these, the Vikings or like whatever on the Netflix, like real primitive. Violence back then was so like instant, right? Like if you spat on me, you get your balls chopped off or whatever, right? Like you went from 0 to 100 just like that.
I don't know about.
What? It's an example, but still, like it's just amazing. Like when we have these conversations, like if this was to happen, I would do this. When it's like back in the day, it was like take your head off.
Yeah, but this is what they mean by like a civilized society.
Absolutely.
Right? Back
True.
then, these motherfuckers didn't have a society that they were beholden to. It was like, oh,
Right.
nigga, you spit on me.
Yeah,
I guess I'm chopping your balls off, whatever Paul's talking about. Like, but I am gonna try to kill you.
I challenge you to a home go. Home
Which is
go.
insane.
But
Like,
you don't
what?
have anything, Rich. Sorry.
Have y'all seen that? What is it, Norseman?
not.
Norseman.
Oh my god.
I jumped
oh,
So homegirl was just like, we battling to the duel, to the
Nah,
death.
basically, in this scenario, it was I could challenge you to a home gun, and if I win, so yeah, we fight to the death. But if I win, I get everything you own. I get
Everything,
your shorty,
bro.
I get your car, I get
Dang.
everything.
Yeah.
If I say no, then I'm a bitch. Oh, sorry.
There is no.
Nah, once I lay down the
Once I
challenge,
win,
nigga,
once I
we
lay
in
down the
it.
challenge, it is what it is.
I was gonna say, like, if you say no, then you're gonna be like, damn, you a bitch, so I'm taking it anyway.
The funniest part though in the show was he challenged the one dude, right? The dude had a wife, kids, a house, he had a beautiful farm, all this stuff.
The
But
other
that man
dude
threw him a
had
challenge
nothing. Had
though.
nothing.
Literally had nothing. He was a
gonna
soldier
fight
in the
for
army.
everything to
He
get
had
that.
no wife, he
Right.
had no crib, he had no shorties, he had no nothing.
But he knew he would
was like,
win.
But he was like, yeah, but he knew he would win. He was like,
Right.
well, Arvid, you have nothing. He was like, I know, but those are the rules, and I'm being
And
stupid
now
not
I'm
to
gonna
take
take
advantage
it.
of him.
That's a
Yeah,
jokes.
and now I'm going to take you for it.
That's
I'm
a
stupid
jokes.
not to take advantage of him.
In the hood, in New York,
Respect it.
that's a
Ooh.
jokes. Motherfucker, look, I'm coming to get you with no gun, no nothing, nigga. Like real shit. I'm gonna take everything you own. I got shit. I'm gonna come take all your shit. That's
Everything.
a jokes. That nigga,
Yeah, I mean, if you know you're gonna win, You ain't got nothing to lose.
Might as well.
That's
Right.
insane.
I was getting ready to say that. He ain't nothing to lose.
No.
Might as well take the chance.
All right, shook ones, nigga.
Shook ones.
That's insane, man.
Yeah. Speaking of shook ones, dog. Look, man, we had a this or that this week. You know what I'm saying? Was it this week? It was Monday, right?
Yeah, it was Monday.
Monday.
And it was yours.
Yeah, it was mine. Pretty much, just asking, do y'all prefer albums or playlists when y'all listen to music? You know what I'm saying? So, for me, I'm an album guy. Real shit. Like I guess it's a default because the producer in me.
Right.
I listen to albums in entirety like I'm reading a book or watching a movie. You know what I'm saying? So when somebody drops an album, I'm expecting them to curate their album that way. You know what I'm saying?
Good word.
Yeah.
That was good. Did you do that on purpose?
Yeah, I mean, it was...
Because he's here?
I'm freestyling, nigga. Like, yeah, I'm like, come on,
Don't
man.
give him credit.
The producer.
Come on, man. And that's a little battle
Talking
rap in me
English.
too, you know what I'm saying? A little, But,
Paul's still mad about the short shit.
it's all good. It's all good.
He's still upset. I got over it. No, get the fuck out of here.
So, yeah, but
Reference a pic.
I do have playlists in my phone. Those are like for certain situations. But I have a 90s playlist for one, like 90s hip hop. But I can't put, every album wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? I just like certain songs off each album,
Right,
so I throw them in the
All
90s.
right, I got a question then. For this or that, is it the playlist that you are making, or is it like the Spotify
It's
Rap Caviar
all,
playlist?
all in one, just like
Okay.
that, like playlist period. Spotify streaming, all that shit, just anything like that. Like, are you quick to go to that first before, like, because for me, honestly, I'm not on Apple Music. I'm not subscribed to any streaming services at all. I'm still old school. I
That's
still
your
go to-
problem
Yeah.
right there.
I
That's
still
your
go to-
problem.
I still go to iTunes
Yikes.
Yeah.
and I purchase an album from iTunes.
Nick and I are the same. Like, I'm listening to the album, and I am on Apple Music, but I don't stream. I don't listen to the stuff that they push to me because
Right.
I already know who I'm looking for. Or at the same time, I've got people like y'all who would be like, "Yo, you need to listen to this person." So at least I can trust your taste as opposed to somebody that I don't know who's going to push something. But they might have something that I want to listen to. But for me, I'm like, who's an artist that is dropping an album or project? I'll just go get it and listen to it how they put it out. So
But why not?
This album for me.
Why not listen to the album and take the songs that you like?
Yes,
and
that's
put
what I
them
do.
on a playlist.
Yeah, I definitely do that, but I probably go to the album. Like, I mean, I've been running half marathons, and I got running playlists for that. But I'm listening to an album if I'm in my car. If I'm running
Like so
a long time, then I've got like multiple songs.
to what you're saying, I have a Griselda playlist, right? But in that Griselda playlist, it's all Griselda albums. I throw all the albums in that playlist, and then I put that shit on shuffle. And that way, I'll get
Right.
different songs.
Okay.
I won't have the hit, but the playlist consists of albums because you know what I'm saying.
But
Or
then-
like I got Larry June. The same thing with Larry June. I put Larry June's albums in one playlist, and I'll hit shuffle. That way, I won't listen to the whole album, but the whole album's on there.
But what's your preference?
but-
What's your preference?
But then don't you end up skipping songs? The whole point of a playlist,
No,
I
I
feel
don't-
like, is so you know.
I don't skip songs.
Everything on there is something that you
gonna listen
hand
to.
selected.
Right.
'Cause
Yeah,
you
no,
fuck with it.
no, I don't skip songs at all. I just put it on shuffle, and whatever come up.
But even on the playlist, you're going to skip some of the
Yeah,
things
I was
that you
about
like.
to say.
Yeah, that's true.
There's also like there's a difference in playlists, like the way Nick and I, it sounds like, make them with like, all right, we like Griselda, we like Pusha T, we're gonna put all the Pusha T stuff and hit shuffle. Where Rem, his taste is eclectic. He all over the place. Like he might have 90s hip hop, or he got some Afro beats joint that I've never heard in my life, and so his playlist is different. Those are like the streaming ones that I like. You can get introduced to those.
Right.
They have their place. They just not my thing.
Yeah, I prefer that. The latter. My playlist consists of this variety of music that, does something for my mood. I just can't listen to an album and say I'm gonna go to this unless it's Jay-Z. I ain't gonna lie. Like, Reasonable Doubt. I can play that all day, but I'm a playlist guy.
Now, when a new album drops, I'm listening to the whole album front to back
Right.
just because
Of
I need
course.
to check
Right.
it out. I need to listen to
Right.
the whole album.
But then you're gonna take songs off of the album.
No, I ain't even going to do
Put
that.
on a
I'm more of a playlist guy when it's all said and done in terms of this or that. But like if there's on an album, if there's a song I like I'm gonna go play that individual song. I'm gonna go skip to the songs I like, and then
Right.
I'm be done with the album. A playlist is just gonna be a bunch of random stuff that I could listen to at any point in time, and even on the playlist, I'm gonna hit skip. You know what I mean? Because it's mood music. Like if I don't feel it right now, I don't want to hear that song right now. I want to hear this one. You know what I mean? The good thing about Apple Music though is that once you add everything to your library, you just hit shuffle on the whole damn library.
Yeah, and then it goes.
And so it's kind of like what you would do, but except for it's all everything that you have. So I literally do that all the time in the car. I just go to my whole album, everything that I have saved to my phone, hit shuffle, and hit next until I find something I want to listen to.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
That joint makes it a little easier.
Are you playlist or album?
I'm more playlist. Album is I will go to an album if there's if I'm in the mood.
Okay.
Like if there's something like maybe if I'm cleaning or doing something, I'll go to a certain album for certain things.
Okay.
But majority, like if I'm in my car, I'm going to just play the playlist. And I have different stuff selected from the albums, like Steph was saying, and I put it all in the playlist, and then I just hit shuffle, and I just let it rock.
So y'all never had like listen to y'all playlist and hear a song, and then after that song go off,
Then
like,
go to the
damn,
album.
Absolutely.
Damn, I want to hit a song after that joint.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Happens all the
Like,
time.
Yeah,
of
real
course.
shit.
But
That's why I
very
be like,
rarely do
yeah.
I want to listen to
The
an
whole
album
album.
from front to back.
Yeah.
No.
I've never done
You
that.
never want to listen to an album from front to back?
Very rarely.
Nope.
There's not many albums that I love that much from front to back.
Whoa.
Like even those albums,
Word.
like
No. There was a pause.
No pause.
There was no pause there. I'm just saying, whoa.
Red was like, just in case.
That's what I'm saying. Niggas got PTSD from this pause shit. Every time you say something,
No,
Yeah,
I'm
that
saying,
whoa,
whoa,
that
like,
Y'all gotta relax.
you don't have like
he
one
said,
album.
"Whoa!" I immediately played in my head back. I said,
what did I say?
"Wait a minute,
front to
nigga,
back.
pause
I don't even know what I said, but pause.
No.
No, I
It was
mean, there's not that many.
like,
There's not that many albums that the entire album, from one to whatever it ends,
I got albums.
I want to
bro.
hear every single song.
Miseducation and Lauryn Hill is one that I can listen to from front to back over and over, nigga.
Yeah, it's
Get
a
out
jam.
of here.
What?
Yeah,
That's my favorite album of all
Paul
time.
has just been mad since the short stuff.
you can
been
give me a
happening.
Jay-Z, like a Reasonable
I mean,
Doubt. I'm
Blue-
gonna skip one or two of them. Like I don't feel like hearing that right now.
Blueprint all day.
Blueprint,
You skipping
It's probably got one or two.
Jigga that nigga.
I'm
Jigga
never right.
that nigga. You skipping.
I'm skipping H to the Izzo. I'm skipping like 8. All of those songs was on the radio.
That's
I
the
wanna hear
one
those.
too. That's the skip.
That's the skip.
No, I'm not skipping none of them joints.
But I'm listening to you as a purist. I'm gonna listen to it.
Let Blueprint go, yo.
You
Shit.
yes, you can let it go, but they
Yeah.
not. If the
if you-
album is a 10, they not all 10s.
So,
Right?
I don't know.
Kev.
Commons B. It's an
Question.
album
That
listen
you
to
can play.
from front to back.
That is true.
I just gotta be in the mood.
since you're a Pusha T fan, is there an album that you can listen to front to back?
Yeah. Every single one of them.
Okay.
That's weird.
Every single Pusha T album from front to back.
What's your
Clips and Pusha T.
what's your take on Jim Jones versus Pusha T? Have you heard Jim Jones comeback?
Paul, you know that I'm hip to anything Pusha T says, does. Looks like we got some.
Yeah, it's a beeping, but it's all right. Don't worry about it.
Is that the microwave?
Trying to do it on the low, man.
With that
It's all
said,
good.
It's okay.
It's the alarm.
Yeah.
We have plug it. It's all right.
Pusha T is my, favorite rapper.
Right.
So anything he does, I'm always privy to it. Jim Jones, part of the collective Dipset, big Jim Jones fan.
Yeah.
When he's in
Jimmy.
Dipset, and I've also had, have all his albums. I'm biased because I like Pusha T more than I like Jim Jones, the rapper. Jim Jones, as part of Dipset, is great. Jim Jones, I heard his rebuttal. It was very good. There is no world that Pusha T is not a better rapper than Jim Jones.
Yeah.
Right.
So
Jim Jones should have slowed. Somebody should have told him to slow down a little bit because he was rapping
Jim
a little
Jones,
too fast.
you know,
I like that.
his
I
delivery-
thought that
His
was fire.
delivery was a little off.
I
a little
love
bit.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
this is, if you remember when the Locks did the versus Dipset, when Kiss said the funny thing, he was like, "Oh, you playing this song? This was before Jim learned how to rap."
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
is
They better stop coming for
No,
Jim.
it was though, because his first album was terrible. Like his rap, I mean, it was good. He had good ideas and good songs. Like the Summertime Miami joint is classic. Still.
Crazy.
Like,
Summertime
Absolutely.
Miami.
still classic. Yeah,
That's
Certified
That's
That's his
Gangsta.
first album.
that's his first album.
Certified Gangsta
Crazy.
is a
Yeah,
he's tripping.
but his flow pattern, you could tell he got comfortable in his skin. He was just learning how to rap.
True.
You could just tell the difference between that.
I don't know. I like Jimmy back
Hustler's
then.
Poem,
His ad libs was crazy back
Hustler's
then.
Poem, all that. Like, I mean, ad libs, yeah.
What?
Like, because he was just a nigga off the street that was just yelling
Nah,
shit.
but he was like,
Ziggy had crazy ad libs.
Hold on. No. If we talk about an album, Hustlers POME,
Yes.
that thing,
That was fire. That's when he settled into his shit.
there's a lot of skippable songs on that album.
It is, you know, it is.
So as a collective,
I
yes,
mean,
we
but,
love it because
you know,
there's bangers on there.
Right.
But
Yeah, Ballin'.
So who's had
Summertime Miami's in there?
No. Hustler's Poem had the joint with him and Joel's. He talking about the Maserati look like a shark on land. Fuck, I forgot the name of the song.
And they're over the
and Max B was on that joint like crazy.
Yeah.
Who's had the
Hustler's
better
Poem.
career?
Who? Jimmy or
Jim or Push?
Career?
Push.
This is not even a question.
It's not.
Push.
What?
When was the last time you seen Jim Jones on tour?
It's not even that. Think about the McDonald's commercial, nigga. Arby's,
No.
nigga.
Let's just
Fucking
talk
Push.
music. Don't even talk about it. When was the last time you seen Jim Jones
yeah,
on
but
tour?
what we talking about though? When we say
Yeah,
career,
it's tough.
like
Career.
Yeah, that was getting ready
like,
to
I
say
ain't gonna
that.
hold you,
It's
right?
a fucking career.
I'm not
Like,
gonna-
what we mean?
But hear me out though, right? As far as the things I check for when it comes to like people I not even look up to, but like influenced by y'all, like I'm not influenced by Pusha T. Like if I'm as far as like style and
Yeah,
whatnot,
it's true.
Like I don't check for Pusha, and I'm not saying I check for Jimmy now, but back in the, like
in the Dipset days?
Yeah,
what?
absolutely.
Jimmy was
yeah.
going crazy.
I mean, Nike boots and chains, the wallet chain.
Not even. I mean, what
And
that
Rockstar
too,
shit.
but whatever. Like Iceberg, like my man was on it, bro. Like yeah,
But
Pusha.
all right,
He had a hell of a
So
follow.
P, you
no,
weren't
no,
wearing
no.
you weren't wearing Bape?
yeah, I was wearing bait.
Come on, man.
Where you get Bape from?
Not from
Lil
the
Wayne?
Clips.
I'm sorry.
Excuse?
Not from the Clips.
Not from the clips.
Not
What?
from the Clips.
That's a
Who was
fact on my mother. That wasn't from the
Not from the
clips,
Clips.
dog.
Really?
It
Because that's
wasn't.
right. That's
Well,
right.
I mean, y'all were skating?
Not
No,
even
that
skating.
was
That was just
Weezy,
like
that's for
we-
real,
You feel
and
me?
That's internet.
That's a
No.
fact.
Real quick. When you say it's
Weezy, Weezy got that from Push.
What are we doing?
What are you
Well, no,
showing
y'all-
off of?
This is great. This is a beautiful thing.
I'm
First,
with you.
you said it's not
y'all are wild.
Pusha T, right? You said it's
Weezy-
Pharrell
That's
and it's
crazy.
Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne got it from Pharrell.
Let me
He
give you
did.
some
That's
context,
okay.
right? Let me give you
That's
some.
what I'm saying.
Let me give you some context. So
But
we're
please,
talking.
that don't change where
we
they
talking.
got it from.
We talking 2002, 2003 ish, right?
Yeah, 2002 is when Grinder came out.
That's fine. Wasn't checking for pushing them. As
Nobody-
far as what
They wasn't wearing Bape in that video. They was wearing Squire jerseys.
They were wearing
Big
Squire
time.
jerseys.
big time.
Bruh,
and-
the
there's no Bape in that
the
video.
next
No.
iteration that it comes out, it's all Bape. It's all Bapes. And they was
Yes,
off
and
it.
it-
I'm
yes.
not saying it
They had
wasn't
a
wearing
deal.
Bape heavy.
Hey,
I'm talking
Ice
about
cream, fucking all that shit.
Pharrell though, bro.
That's for real.
Like I don't know for
Pharrell.
me.
Sneago.
Yeah, that is Pharrell
Absolutely.
and friends. That ain't. You said that's like these niggas.
You
Y'all,
said Lil
it's like
Wayne.
y'all having your own brand.
Right?
Y'all wearing it just because you didn't create it. You on it before everybody else gets to it.
I didn't.
Right.
I wasn't influenced by Pusha or the Clips rather to wear Bape. Like I'm just being honest. Like my go to for real.
So
at
you was
that
wearing
time,
big Averexes, like with the diplomat like flag.
I did have an
yeah,
Averx.
we were wearing
Yeah, the
I
AV.
did have
You
that.
got you
Yeah,
got it from
we're wearing
diplomat
was
though.
fresh.
Fuck
We're
no.
wearing-
It was fresh.
Didn't know.
I'm telling you
just
what.
saying.
02 was just tricky at the end of that time because
It was
you,
a weird
you
time
had
period
like
of fashion.
Come Home With Me was Cameron's reintroduction
For sure.
and Dipset reintroduction.
Full disclosure, huge Cameron fan.
Yeah,
Yes.
So we know
Sure.
that.
yeah. Cameron's top 15
Yeah,
of all
Cam is-
time. Also, you also had the Clips come out with Grinding. That
Yes.
was why you looking like that.
Big ass white tee.
No.
Which is cool.
In the top 15 of all time, Cameron.
okay.
Yeah.
We not gonna pay attention to Steph when he start on this shit because
All right.
if you talk about influence and that's like what you talking
Yeah,
about, like
Cameron was
who had a
influenced.
better career, it's like Cam is he's
Oh, yeah, of
he
course.
is
Of course.
like influence.
Yeah.
But back to where we started. Pusha T, you may not want to dress like Pusha T and you were like checking for Jim Jones, but like in terms of overall impact in that fashion, music, art thing,
Jimmy all day.
over Pusha T.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Fat
You
fashion
talking
is
about
what's
From
in.
Hearts? You
That's a
talking about
preference.
Ed Hardy, True Religion, Nike boots, Iceberg? Like as far as style,
First off,
Pusha couldn't touch. Even now, Pusha dresses, but it's just like he don't put it on. He don't
Listen.
put it on,
He
bro.
just seemed like the regular
He
guy.
don't
All
put
right,
it on.
but we
Okay.
make it.
But
We make it about
lyrically and all of
clothes.
that is
Don't put it on.
honey.
But that was the
Pass
question.
Jim.
The question was career. We were trying
Career.
to figure out what career entailed, and career
Yeah.
entails influence.
Right,
And
the overall.
especially when we talk about these two, Because we could go to checks. Ain't neither of them really getting. I mean, Pusha probably got more money because he got those ads,
Yeah.
McDonald's and
Yeah.
Arby's. But checks ain't neither of them in the Jay-Z Drake conversation.
And ghostwriting. Pusha has wrote a lot of hits.
This
He
is
has
true.
wrote a lot of hits.
Yeah,
Jim,
so let's-
nobody coming to Jim is like, Jim, you trying to write a 16 for me?
Fuck no.
I'm gonna
Nobody
say
said no.
this. I think longevity wise,
Come to me. I write that. motherfucker.
longevity wise, I think they both even.
You're the writer.
Longevity wise,
I think they both even at right now in this season. Like I feel like what?
Paul.
I think Pusha T is
I
more.
beg
I
you.
think they both even,
Not in
bro.
this
My
season,
British
not in this
brother.
season, no.
My British brother.
They both even, bro.
What has Jim Jones put out in the last 5 years
It's not
that
about
you listen to?
hear me out, though.
You said longevity.
but it's not about music though.
Oh,
It's not
okay.
about music. I'm just
It's
talking
like him
about.
being the weatherman.
That's
No,
fine.
with longevity,
It's raining outside.
with longevity, it is about that though. It has more to do with music
It has
and,
overall
and relevance. I mean,
Sure.
he hasn't done anything relevant
lately.
in quite a while.
That's
I
not
mean,
true. He dropped
this-
the joint
this-
with Mano
This
last
beef,
year.
this
Wait,
beef.
Paul,
That's
Paul,
what
Paul.
I'm
Did that do numbers?
This beef kind of made him relevant
fucking up his
again.
argument.
Hey,
He's fucking up his
the
argument.
album
He
wasn't
dropped
bad
the
though. The
Mano.
album wasn't bad.
I didn't listen
Paul,
to it.
Paul, remember how you were saying I
What the
wasn't
numbers
checking
do?
for Pusha
Help
back
me
then?
out, though.
And nobody's checking for Jim Jones
And
Mano
Mano.
collab, my nigga. Cut it out. I don't know why you would even throw that jab out
Hold
there.
on.
You know?
Hold on. I got Jim Jones last album.
Relevance.
I got Jim Jones
Now
last
Jim
album.
Jones has had a good run with his like the Ghost of Rich Porter joint was pretty good.
I never heard that. I ain't gonna lie.
No,
You know what I'm saying?
but hold on.
He has some good joints out, but it's like nigga, like nah.
I
And
think
I wasn't a
You
fan.
don't.
I wasn't
you
a
don't.
fan
You
of Pusha
don't.
last album.
When's the last time you listened to Pusha T album?
I wasn't a fan of the Pusha T's last album. I'm not
I know
saying
you
that.
wasn't.
But
was.
I'm not a fan of any Jim Jones albums. I mean, it's not Jim Jones doesn't have albums that I'll go back and listen to.
El Capo was Jim Jones' last album, 2019.
All right, 4
Pre-pandemic.
years ago.
Pre-pandemic.
That ain't too bad.
It's Almost Dry was just nominated for a Grammy. We don't care about that. I'm just saying it was last year,
Facts.
right?
well, nobody checked for his 2019 album either. So
Who's that?
Facts.
Jim Jones?
yes, nobody listened to that. Nobody checked for that.
No.
Stop it.
Well, I mean, Paul was listening to the Mano and the Jim
I
Jones
think.
joints.
Nah.
I listened
I mean,
to
I
it.
heard it. I didn't listen to it. I mean,
I
Yeah,
listened.
Paul
But you
wasn't
brought it
checking
up,
for it
Paul.
either. Like,
You
stop
brought it up, Paul.
I mean, but he asked when the last time he put out some music.
I say as far as fashion, Jim Jones had it at one point. Okay, but I don't think that like as far as like lyrically it can go bar to bar.
I think,
Like, no.
I think
Nah,
that's
he's not-
even,
he
that's
can't
even
touch
too,
Pusha.
that's
No,
even
no,
too
That's not even
scoped
the
in.
conversation.
That
Though.
ain't-
Lyrically,
that
that's not
isn't.
a conversation.
But,
Nah, definitely.
but I guess as if you guys are trying to pinpoint the overall artist, especially now, I say Pusha T. That's my opinion.
Push don't
That's
even have
fair.
to,
I mean,
Push
it's
don't even
fair.
have to
Now,
respond
like,
to
in this
shit.
moment,
Like-
like right
like-
now, it's not
just-
a conversation.
yeah.
But overall, I think it's a conversation.
Absolutely. I don't check for Pusha or
do-
Jimmy right now.
No, I don't.
Like I just
either,
got to
really.
be honest.
Okay.
Like,
I
Pusha
I get
don't-
what you're saying because at the end of the day, if I put in my head right now, if I think about them doing the verses versus each other, it might be neck to neck with me.
I don't even think it's neck and neck.
I don't think
it'd
so
be
at
neck
all.
and neck.
I think Jim
I
washes
know.
that nigga
Hey,
in
no,
the
no,
verses.
no, because
Come
my
on,
name,
man.
my name,
How many
is my
times you
name.
can play balling?
I think Jim washes that nigga.
My
You can
name
play
is
ballers?
my name.
You can play ball and you
Alone.
can play Summertime in Miami. So you got to get Trey Songz to sing a song.
What you mean?
else are you playing?
You
You can't play no Dipset stuff.
Why not?
because That's not him.
No, we talking about solo shit.
You said
Yeah,
in the
so
verses.
not as a group.
Solo
Right.
shit.
Yeah, I mean,
As a group is
Solo
Pusha T
shit.
standing on his own.
I think it would be. I think it would be neck to neck. I
But
think
you,
it would be neck
you
and neck.
can't judge Jimmy's career without the Dipset shit.
yeah, you got to include
yeah,
them.
you got-
You have
Yeah.
to include that shit.
That's a
And
part
if
of
you go
it.
with
Well,
Pusha,
then,
so if we
okay,
do it
I'm
now,
let's do this.
that's a wash.
Listen,
This is beautiful. I love it.
Would
Keep
you
going.
rather? Would you rather hear Clips' first album or Pusha's album?
Which album?
Which album? Yeah, which album?
Any of them?
Well, first off, one of them is a classic. Two of them are classics.
No,
If you're talking about Daytona,
Daytona's a classic.
I was getting ready to say
Clips'
that.
first joint?
Lord willing.
The Funeral.
Lord, well,
Oh, the funeral.
No, Lord Willing.
that was-
Funeral was the
that was
first
the
one.
first
Funeral was the
track.
first one.
Yeah,
That was the first track. Was that the album?
No, that was the album.
Okay.
The funeral was their first album.
Yeah, Lord
That-
Willing is the second one.
Yeah, Lord Willing is fucking
Fire.
classic. my
Fire.
nigga.
Yeah, but if we talking about the funeral, I'm listening to Daytona over the funeral. But if we talking about Lord Willing, we saying it's their first one, I'm listening to that. That's the introduction for me, minus the funeral, like listening to the first track or the single off of it. I won't say I was
I ain't
listening
gonna
to
lie
the
too
funeral.
though. The re-up mixtapes was crazy too.
They're
Though.
unbelievable.
Re-up game,
And
yeah.
also during that time is when the Babe and the
Yeah.
Babes and the BBC was going crazy.
Yeah,
That is true.
that's
So-
true.
But I just
Still
want to make sure
wasn't
that
trying to
let's
have
not,
loud.
Oh my
let's not
gosh,
lose sight
Paul.
of what if Jim Jones is like, you can't leave out Dipset. There's three people in Dipset. There's Jewels, there's Cam, and there's Jim Jones. Where does Jim Jones fit on that list? Is he 1, 2, or 3?
Oh, he's 3.
Then what are we doing here? You can listen to all those songs.
Nah,
and
you know what, though?
What Jim Jones verse? What Jim Jones verse you love on any Dipset song?
I go Cam, Jimmy, and
Only
Jewels.
one is "Come Home With Me." Come Home With Me. He had the best. He had arguably the
he
best
go
verse
crazy on
Come
that.
Home With Me.
Oh, Come Home With Me?
Yeah, on the
Yes,
actual
indeed.
on the
On the
actual
song Come Home
Harlem.
With Me.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Harlem, he goes nuts. Come on, Jimmy was going crazy,
Yeah.
He
bro.
just don't even want to stand by Virginia at all.
Oh
Listen.
my god!
Don't even worry about
Listen.
it.
Listen, these motherfuckers know, like,
He
we're
had
not
the-
gonna put
and
no
he had the
colorism
last
into this. I'm dark skinned. We gonna be with Pusha T all damn day. But like,
Shout
stop
out to
playing
all
with
my
Pusha T.
dark-skinned
Like
men.
Jim Jones, we love you, but nah, bro. It's you.
It's a whole Pusha T movement.
It's quiet for Jim Jones. It's Pusha T all day over here, and that's
I'm with
just
you on
Meet the
Push.
Curator right there.
I'm
That's
with you
it.
on Push. I'm with you
I
on
don't
Push.
know. I think it depends on the conversation. Like I said, we talking strictly about rap, then it's Pusha T.
Easy.
Yeah.
It's not even a question.
When you talking about overall art,
If we talking
artists,
about influence,
yeah.
it's Jim Jones.
all day.
Y'all,
We know that. We know
He's
that.
had,
I
Jim
get it.
Jones
You know
has a
that.
heavy influence.
I get it.
No,
y'all still are y'all wearing Vamp?
Forget Vamp. Like
I'm not wearing anything
Come
even
on,
that people
bro.
are wearing, but it's still
Well, that is fair.
influence is going to be
Influence.
Jim Jones has a cooler persona than Pusha T.
What?
Pusha T is
on.
wearing braids and wears all black every single day.
all day.
All right.
I get you.
When Jimmy had those-
Personality wise, yes.
everything.
Yeah,
Okay. On
yeah.
influence,
Yeah.
cultural influence.
No, thank you.
Balling as an influence compared to grinding as an influence.
Okay.
Culturally.
I'm
It's-
talking
it's a bit
specifically.
That's about
But
a fact.
specifically music, Pusha T is going.
Okay, well then let's dive into this art and fashion.
This is so
I'm
unprofessional.
talking.
It's all hey.
Is this a sponsorship? Or we keeping it this way? So
Yeah,
Yeah,
because you got
absolutely.
the
Yeah.
the wrong way.
Why?
Because y'all ain't getting paid for it. Don't shout them out. But I'm
hello.
talking to Paul and Remington on this specifically because y'all are the two stylish dudes that I know. If Pusha T has no influence, right?
I didn't say none, but continue.
In the high fashion world, is Jim Jones is Virgil, God rest his dead, sending stuff to Jim Jones, or are you sending it to Pusha T and Clips and Pharrell?
Man,
I don't think that has to.
And this is Virgil that we hold in high regard.
he's definitely
And
sending
also
it to Pharrell.
influence.
He's definitely sending that to
Pusha T
Pharrell.
also gave Virgil the names for these. Apparently, gave them the names
Influence.
for the brands
For Pyrex.
Pyrex and Off White.
Off-White?
That's fine, but that's your cheating.
Why am I cheating?
You're talking
He told
about
me he's not
Let me
influential.
He needs Jimmy to win.
That's a relationship versus.
exactly. You talking about Pharrell, who's like the epicenter for all that, right? Like you can't say that.
There's a
Wait,
huge
no.
link right there.
Yeah.
The fact that Virgil is a personal fan of the Clips, and he clearly stated that he took a Pyrex from them
He
because
did.
I used to listen to the Clips.
Oh,
and
but then that tells you didn't influence though. How you
No,
just
that's
said
not,
that.
that's not
That's not
influence, though.
influence.
Okay.
It has to have
And
influence.
so
him.
we're to believe
Can
that
you
Right?
Jim.
shut up? Can you sit back so I can?
My bad. He was.
Sure.
I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited.
Put y'all on the
all
same
right.
couch.
And we
It's
are
a-
supposed to
it's bone
believe that
lengthening.
Jim Jones is not riding the wave of Cam.
No.
I mean, he definitely is riding
Well,
the
he
wave.
As far as right
Like
now,
in the same way that we're saying
Right now?
that Pusha
Oh,
T
right
and
now, no.
Pharrell
That's
with
the- that's the-
Pharrell.
For sure.
But that's the one he came in on, though.
yeah,
And that's what you were saying about-
absolutely,
They both
absolutely,
came in on their
absolutely.
coattails, 100%.
Okay.
Yeah. What's the? I don't understand.
So
What that
so that it's the same thing. Like Jimmy ain't really doing stuff that's like
So
you
because
checking for him now.
So because Virgil had a personal relationship with Pusha T, that means that he's more influential than Pusha T is more influential because I have a friend.
Those aren't my words.
No.
That's Virgil.
Virgil said that he got the name from listening to the music.
That's an influence.
Yeah. What are we doing?
That's what.
Yeah, but that's not them. That's a more of a culture.
Oh, that was different. That was different.
This is
that was not
crazy.
their music.
Question: where does Pyrex
Yo.
come from? What is Pyrex usually associated with? Drugs.
Cooking.
Cooking
Yeah.
crack.
Drugs,
Cooking,
right?
cooking,
Cooking.
Nick. Thank
Okay,
you.
cool.
Cooking. Baking. Actually.
Baking,
but
yeah.
not clips not Clips, not Pusha, not what's his brother's name? Shit, pardon me.
Malice.
Malice, not them.
No Malice.
Not them. That's just a culture thing, bro. Like
Okay.
I can't give you that one. I can't.
You don't
That's
have
why
to.
I don't think it's.
But Virgil was the one.
But at the end of the day,
I didn't say it.
time out. At the end of the day, what the fuck is Bird Gang?
I'm confused.
What?
It's the culture. What is Pyrex associated with? Cooking, right?
Okay.
Drugs, right? What is
Right.
Bird Gang associated with?
Drugs.
I don't know. Birds.
It's the same
It's the
fucking
same,
culture that
yeah.
they're involved in. My nigga, what the fuck? Poor Paul.
I don't see the.
I don't know.
Shit, bro.
Anyway,
What did Cam talk about
Like-
doing? What was fucking?
like pigeons?
What was the songs about?
Influence to me would have been
Losing weight, nigga.
making Pyrex
Amazing
and then creating a whole
Part 2 was better.
brand based on the flow.
I agree.
He heard,
with
oh
Prodigy?
shit.
No,
He
part
talking
2 was
about
better.
Pyrex. Pyrex sounds like a fire ass
with
name
Joel.
for a brand.
Yeah, it does.
does.
You know what I'm saying?
The
And
one-
so he snatched the one
That's part
word.
2. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we-
we conversation.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
You good? You good?
I don't want to step on your.
No, I
Look.
feel you.
Jimmy all day, man.
That's fine.
You know,
I
his
agree,
his style will be more notable in the future than Pusha's.
No, I don't know about that.
I shit.
Well-
Right now, as far as the fashion world, what Jimmy was rocking back in the day is popping right now.
Because it's
as far as
recycled.
flare jeans, whether it's chains on your belt, small T-shirts with the baggy fit, like all that, bro. You don't see Pusha's style is not hasn't. There's no evolution at all.
Yeah, but there's a
I feel you.
decline on the influence.
And as far as what him personally, or just the style as a whole.
When I say that I think that I thought Jim Jones was more influential overall, it has to do with that large window that Dipset had.
That part, yeah.
So what I'm saying is he's gone down, whereas what Kevin was trying to say earlier, where who's at the fashion shows now? It's not Jim, it's Pusha. Pusha's at the Tom Brown show
Yes.
sitting sidelines, you know
Yes,
what I'm saying,
he
in the
is.
whole Tom Brown fit. And the reason for that is because Pusha has stayed on a consistent line. I don't think his was as high in the peak as Jim Jones was in that Dipset era, but Jim Jones has gone down. Since that era, he has gone down. He's not as influential as he once was.
Quality
Yeah.
over quantity.
He's like-
Where Pusha's still riding that straight
Yeah.
line. Yes, I agree with you. He's not extra like crazy with the gear with it or nothing like that, but he's still riding higher than Jim currently.
Yes, but you act like Jimmy's not at fashion shows. Like he does attend these events as well.
Okay, but he's
you know what I'm saying? Like,
fashion shows. He's not wearing.
what you mean he's not wearing?
He's not wearing all of this stuff.
He might not be at a Tom Brown joint, but he's definitely at fashion. I've seen him at fashion
And
shows.
what is he doing?
What you mean?
What impact is he doing by being there?
What is Pusha doing by being there?
He could be. He could be.
Influence.
He could already have a deal with somebody because he moves kind of silent.
I'm
Only
confused.
drug dealer out in Fashion Week.
I think
Jim is also like 50 years old.
Pusha T ain't young.
Pusha T is like 48.
He's 40.
Fuck outta here.
45.
45.
Pusha's still talking about
everybody
the dope he
relax.
sold in 1994. So
And that's
And
a
the
fact.
most beautiful creative way you've ever heard. Please stop playing with that
All right,
man.
I
I don't even know
Nah.
nothing
Hold on,
about
time out.
cocaine
I'd rather hear
or crack
I'd
or
rather hear
nothing.
Griselda talk that shit to
No,
Pusha.
and
Oh,
look,
nah,
and look,
I don't know
hold on,
about
time out.
Okay. Take the alcohol away from the host of the show.
I don't
This is
drink.
where
me and him
I don't
different.
drink. I
Y'all
don't
about to
drink.
disagree?
This
I
is
don't
where me
drink.
and him disagree.
I don't drink. So
Pusha does not do it better than Stove God. He does not do it better than Stove God.
This is. I don't know how you do it.
This the selection is getting ready to get stupid at this
I would
point.
just like to point out that we started this whole thing with Pusha T, right? And you know how in this conversation, Pusha T has just been brought up all the time, and you've pushed other people to the other side. So in this thing, Pusha T is the son, and I would just like to point out that Stove God got one album that is beautiful. Pusha T got a whole catalog, and the way that he's delivered his stuff, you cannot say that it's better. You just like it better than Pusha T.
What I'm saying
But
is
Pusha T got
what I'm saying
metaphors and punchlines for days.
After hearing Almost Dry, the coke talk didn't evolve enough for me because it's in a different level.
I'm
Now
blanking on what
I
you said,
always
remember.
I always go back to this one line. Stove God says, "We have them overseas blocks, them Vladi Divox." That shit is a new way of talking that coke shit. Real shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Pusha's still talking about his grams.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, it's just a little different. It's just a little different. You know what I'm saying?
Look,
I don't
we
know.
know-
It's just a little
I
different.
won't slander the Stove God.
Come
It's
on,
almost
man.
dry.
Come on, man.
It's almost dry.
listen, we'll leave it at that, man.
Riding with the Sixers and the Sun, I think I'm Barkley. Like, riding with the Sixers and the Sun with the Rocket, I think I'm Barkley. Like, come on, man.
Pretty
Listen,
cool.
I love Stove God. I love Pusha T. Jim Jones. You make
Jim Jones,
solid
yeah.
music.
He made an impression at a certain point. That's what I will say about that.
I think the height of Jim Jones' impression was higher than Pusha T's impression.
Yeah.
However, Pusha T is easily the better rapper.
Well said.
I'm gonna agree.
I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at
Leave it
that.
at that.
That was just. I would just like to make sure that we acknowledge Dipset's movement in that.
Yeah.
And if Jim Jones was
course.
the reason behind Dipset, then I will take all my words back. But the way I've seen it, it was the other guy.
Yeah,
I think you have.
I don't know. I think
gotta
that's-
give
The pink that is being worn here very elegantly. We know that.
Yeah,
I mean,
Cam.
the only reason I was wearing pink
yeah.
was Cam.
That's why he's in. I put him at 15, about 15 of all time to me. Is that influence?
So
The pink by itself.
yeah, so the
Yeah,
Dipset thing,
that influence
like,
was heavy.
mixtape
at one point.
if
was
this
crazy.
is a pie chart, like 80% of Jim Jones is Dipset, and then you can have the 15 with the with the weatherman.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Whatever, man. We'll leave it at that. Nick, didn't your boy what was the question your boy Joe Agee had?
Oh yeah. So some of y'all know Joe Agee, my man Joe.
Shout out to Joe.
We just be talking. You know what I'm saying? He married shit. We be talking and shit. And he said to me one day in the conversation was like men are the only thing in this world that are not loved unconditionally. And I just wanted to know. I just wanted to bring that up and see.
Well, hold on. Let's start with Sharon.
Mm.
Because the way you just perked up when he said that, I just want to hear what you got to say.
Because I don't agree with that.
Me neither.
I know you don't.
I don't. Grand. I don't agree with that. And he said the only thing
I mean, I guess we are
or
now.
a person because
Yeah.
men aren't things. So that's one. So there's so many other things that are loved unconditionally. I
Or
believe,
being, I guess. I don't know.
Well, whatever.
However
You
you
know,
said it.
as far as men go, I believe that they're not put in a category of they're just not unconditionally loved. I believe that there are so many other people, other things that can take that spotlight. Like I don't believe that. I can't believe that because some women, right, single moms, right, that have sons. I'm not going to just put it just on the single mom, but I've been a single mom, and I've been around other single moms, and they raise their sons with unconditional love. They raise them to be the people that they want to be going out into this world, right? Mm-hmm. And then there is a few people that may not have gotten that type of attention or type of love. I don't think it's 100% that men just don't get unconditional love. I don't believe that.
I feel like family's an exception, though, right? Wouldn't
I mean,
family be an
that's
exception?
That's the only. I wouldn't say
that-
exception. I wouldn't say that because that's the only way I kind of disagree with him is because my mother loves me unconditionally.
Right. I was about to say, I mean,
You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
Even in relationships.
but that's
It's
not how
still
it was
unconditional
presented.
love, though.
It wasn't presented to me in relationships. It was presented in like
General.
Just in general.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Just in general. You
Yeah.
can't really answer the question in general. So you,
You
got to
can't.
take certain people out of the
Yeah,
equation.
yeah.
Right.
So you got to take moms out of the equation.
Yeah,
Okay,
take
so
mom.
then now
we can't talk about children. Of course, you love your children unconditionally, but outside of that, the real question is anyone loved unconditionally?
Yeah. But definitely, I love my wife unconditionally. Real shit. Like regardless of whatever happens
okay, right.
in our relationship, I'm still gonna love that woman to death.
right. But who deals with the most shit? The men or the woman?
Well, that's a whole different
That's
convo. But I would just like
another
to, I would just like to point out, or
I'm
just
saying,
ask,
women are nurturers, right? Like, come on, let's be real. Like, you know,
women are
It's- I
supposed to
think
be
it's- I
nurturers.
think it's-
No, it doesn't always. That's not always a thing. I'm not going to get
It's
into that.
different kinds of shit. It's different kinds of shit.
Yes.
Like we deal with different shit.
Yes.
and I
Like,
think
you can't dismiss one or the other. Like I know women deal with their shit, but we deal with our own shit too. Like you can't compare the two. It's completely different.
And I just want to point out what Nick was just talking about, like him as the individual being able to love his wife unconditionally. That's like an inner thing for Nick, where he's at his point in life that he can do that. Some people who either can't get to that point are not evolved to that level of, seeing past like a disagreement or an argument, right? Or like I got done wrong by this person in some kind of situation. We know all of them in relationships, but like the person who is giving the forgiveness or the unconditional love is the person who can make that justification. Like Joe or whoever else like may having these questions, like yeah, they might feel like they're not feeling the love right now, but what kind of love are you expressing or things of that nature kind of pulls you like full circle.
Right. And that's the thing. The love, I think, is unconditional. The way I love you is conditional.
I feel you. I can hear
That's
you.
good.
On that.
That's good.
Because you love your wife unconditionally. But God forbid, now I'll speak about my own situation. God forbid me and Hermona get a divorce. I'm still gonna love her, but I'm gonna love her completely differently than I did when we were married.
Yeah.
So that can change, but the love is always there. I feel like once you love a motherfucker, that love
can't
go away because if it does, you never loved them in the first
That
place.
part.
Right.
That's true.
Yeah, the love is gonna be there. It's forever.
Right.
Almost like it's just.
But it's just gonna change.
It's going to change. Yeah.
I think as some of the conversation he was saying, he was like, if a nigga broke or a nigga lose his job or some shit like that, then it's, you know what I'm saying, it's a different story. It changes and all that shit.
Chris Rock
it's not
said.
like, you know
People only love men based on what they can provide. That's what Chris Rock said, and I think that's kind of the
But that's
point.
not love.
what he's trying to say.
Is what I'm saying. That's not love. That's I like you, or
facts.
I'm cool with you.
Or it's convenient.
It's convenient, right?
I like you based on what you can
Right,
provide
what
for
you
me.
could, right? That's not love.
Yeah, it's
Love
not love.
is unconditional.
Right.
When you love someone,
that's
it
in the
doesn't just
Bible.
go away. Like I used to love you.
But
How?
it's a tough question because there are different kinds of love. So it depends on what kind of love we talking about. What'd you say?
There are a lot of broke dudes out here with girlfriends that love them.
But they all 6'3".
Yeah.
It's not true.
ain't short
They all
niggas.
6'3".
It ain't short
They're not
niggas.
short fat
my
niggas with no
God.
money. They not
Exactly.
getting no love. None. I just happen to be short with muscle, so I get love.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
You got
I
broken
wish I was
legs,
a
so they
little
definitely love you.
I do.
You can always go
Flex your
sign up
legs,
for the
Paul.
bone lengthening surgery.
Bone lengthening surgery.
Oh bullshit, man.
Get y'all get your legs extended.
Yeah, that was just something. You brought up a question about something that caller told you about or asked you about the radio question a couple weeks. So I just
Yeah, right.
I just be pulling from little stuff. Like I have me and Joe talk probably like twice a week. You know what I'm saying? Just vent and just on some grown man shit.
Some,
All right, that
like
was-
the
that was-
life lessons
Yeah,
type things.
life lessons type shit.
That was a
Exactly.
grown man question. Here go a funny little question for you. I mean, the answer is going to be pretty obvious. But you got two options, right? You have one option where there's an infant child in Colorado that's going to fall off a cliff and die, right? But you can save that child.
Yeah.
Or you can never miss a basketball shot again in your life. Which one you taking?
Rest in peace, King.
Oh my gosh!
Talking about
That was arrogant. I'm gonna go say that.
Fuck it, let's go
now.
to the court right now.
Because
Kev. I'm gonna J you the fuck up.
That should be
What's
right.
up, nigga? What's up?
I'm saying
Good. Good. Want some pancakes?
Great, man.
Waffles or
All
something?
right.
Yeah.
Make it
Shut
rain.
Patty, bro.
All right. Hold on though.
Let me get with Fred VanVleet.
Yo, you should save the baby. but
Yeah,
you
because
should.
the baby could be something that's way more worth than
Of
them
course.
shots.
But I'm
Come
hitting
on,
these
man.
jump shots. I'm
Or-
gonna save a lot more babies with my
Nigga,
money.
this ain't NBA Jam.
Here we
nigga.
go.
Hold on, though.
Right?
He's on
It's on
fire.
fire.
Does,
We knew
does
you was
the-
going to take the shot because you're
does,
short.
does the world know that like the baby is being like? Is it like national,
See,
international
this the
news?
type of nigga, he do good shit in public. He do good shit in public.
Baby died in
He a
Colorado
piece of
on
shit
the
in
cliff. It ain't
private.
gonna be because Kevin Nmah decided to shoot basketball.
sad.
What I'm saying
he
is,
looking. He want to give a
if-
homeless nigga money and
if
record
the,
it.
no,
That's the
I
type of
don't.
nigga
I
he
don't,
is.
nigga. I don't do that. But if the world is gonna know that I saved this thing, this human being,
Yeah, it's a baby.
This child.
this child,
Person
Thing.
has a spirit.
it can influence other people to
Do the right
You
thing.
get no
neglect
credit
it.
for it. Now you get no
You
credit
get no credit for it.
Nah.
I'm saving the baby anyway.
You're a good man.
Thank you, man.
I mean, because
Good man.
I mean,
I'm
at
saying
the
the
end of the
baby.
day,
I'm making all them
My
shots.
girlfriend
bro.
is off the screen too, so I just want her.
Stephon is going to make the shots because she's short.
Man, the shot. You say the baby.
gonna definitely
never
take
beat
your
me in
shots.
basketball, though.
hey,
Do y'all believe in God?
I can make the shot.
I'm saving the
I
baby.
can make the
saving
shot.
the baby.
I can make the
Yeah,
shot
come
from
on,
saving the
Bob.
baby.
You're not going to save the baby?
Wait, hold on. How you
I
saving
never missed a basketball shot ever. Nigga, I could grab the baby and shoot the closest
You
basketball.
walk
Oh
around
my
park,
God.
my
We
G. The
trying
baby's
to-
in Colorado.
I will never miss a basketball shot ever. Right.
Right.
Oh my God.
I'm shooting that motherfucker from fucking
Man,
wherever.
I don't know the statistics.
Hold on, wait,
I
Paul.
don't know the statistics, but a baby is born like every half a second.
No, but
Paul made a statement that I want to ask a question.
It's a life.
I want to ask a question.
It ain't a lot of niggas making every
Paul,
shot they
do you-
take.
do-
That's what I'm saying.
Do you
right?
have to believe in God or other being to do something good?
I mean, I think the foundation of why you do things starts from a higher power, you know what I'm saying, as far as things that you're taught, things that you've seen. You know, that comes from somewhere, right?
Okay.
Some things are just innate. People just want to do good because that's just the right thing to do, right? Me being a righteous person, that would be the right thing to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to do it just because I'm going to be, seen in the public eye as this good person. No, that's what we're here to do. We're here to help each other and save people. Like, I'm a helper. I'm a servant at the same time as well.
That part.
That's what I believe in. I mean, a jump shot means nothing. I'm not going to go to NBA.
If you never miss a shot,
you are. Right, yeah, you wildin'.
Yeah, you are.
Well, who cares?
I'm in the league.
Think of how many people you want to save with your money.
With my money?
You ain't in the league no more.
Look,
Think of how many babies you're going to save.
We just talked about niggas
think
that's not
about
in the
the
league getting money.
inheritance you receive when you die. That's the real reward right
That's what
there,
I'm
brother.
saying.
Yeah, but after I make this money and save all these babies, my
You're
inheritance
not going to make the money and save all the babies. Once you make
I'm
the money,
saving this
Steph,
baby.
you're
So this
definitely
one
keeping the money.
baby
You're not
is
going to
more
go save
important
babies.
than all the other babies that I'm going
What
to
if
save.
that baby's your cousin?
That wasn't part of the question.
But what if though? I'm just curious. What if
I don't even know a lot of my cousins.
Now we throwing in a.
I'm just
Steph
saying.
is just definitely taking a shot. So that's just the
You
bottom
probably
line.
got,
baby
you
was
probably got more
albino,
cousins
one
by
of
marriage.
He has no more.
The beautiful thing is Steph's not getting the shot off anyway because he's too short.
I see that.
So we back to this.
There's no
We back to
way.
this.
That's
You
why
see
he's
how the
taking that
conversation
shot.
goes full fucking circles?
Man.
It's going to give him a little height just to be able to make the shot.
If LeBron is
Because what's going to happen is
That
I'm
part.
going to get the leg lengthening surgery.
Oh my God.
Then I'm
You
not
just
going to
said
save
you
the
wasn't
baby.
going to do that.
Well, I am now because I'm going to
But
hit
you're
every
making the
jump
shot, so
shot.
you don't need to have
I got to get the shots off.
If LeBron is guarding you, you think you'll get a shot off?
Yeah,
No,
because my man got
'cause you
7
can't miss a
inches
shot.
on his legs.
Hey,
Nigga, I'm
you
getting
gonna lose
12.
calf
Nigga.
muscle and all that, man.
You gonna lose hair and
Come on,
everything.
man.
It don't matter. I'm not missing.
I'm not missing a shot.
You're taking the shot too.
Y'all
now.
don't get that.
So,
Y'all don't
Oh,
get
no,
that.
I do get it. That's so not missing a shot mean a nigga can't block the
Morals
shot.
are all jacked
Nah,
up.
but that means I'm shooting from half court before he even put the defense on me.
I feel you.
I was about
And
to
you
say the
small,
D.
so you can get around.
Hey,
Right.
I'm glad you caught that one, brother. I'm glad you caught that one.
Kev, what you doing?
I told you I'm
He
saving
saved
the baby.
I'm
Go
saving,
you,
I'm
brother.
saving the baby too, man.
No, you're
Yeah.
not. No, you're not.
Yeah, well,
No,
tell me what the
He
fuck I'm gonna
said-
I
do.
don't even know if I
I'm
say my
definitely
business.
I'm
saving
going
the
to say the
baby.
baby and shoot the shot.
I'm gonna save the baby and shoot the shot.
No way,
Steph said,
bro.
which one?
I already can't miss a shot,
which
so it don't even matter.
Which baby we talking about?
I already can't miss a shot. It don't even matter.
I'm taking them jumpers all day, every day.
All day.
This is terrible.
Yeah.
I was a pretty
Yeah.
good basketball player. I can still keep my talent.
Again, like, we throw shit around way too loosely. You were good, man. Decent.
You was decent.
Decent.
Nah, Nick was a hooper, man.
You can't say. Come on, man.
Always raining on
Nick was
somebody's
the hooper.
parade. Mystical
Decent. You know what I'm
Maddie.
saying?
It's all good.
Because I live on Earth.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Exactly. I mean, your highlight tape was dope, though. I'm
Nah,
not
it
gonna
was.
lie.
It was fire.
Your highlight tape was crazy.
It was fire. And he sent it to me. I told him I would never admit that shit on the mic. On the mic, on the show.
No,
Nick
you
used to
went
leak
off.
out so he could try to catch a bang
I
down.
ain't played no
I was like,
defense.
Nick didn't play no defense. Could have been an all-star defender, but he's like, yo, I'm leaking
I
out to
could
go
have
catch a
averaged a
bang.
triple double.
Nick
I
could
could
play.
have averaged a triple double. I didn't want to rebound or play defense. I just want to catch dunks all day.
So now you're averaging triple doubles.
I could have. Yeah, I could have. I've been this height since I was in 7th grade, man.
Be like fireworks going off in the gym.
Yeah.
I've been this high since I was in 7. That's fucked up. That's crazy.
Same shoe size, everything. I ain't, yeah. But whatever.
Baby or a jump shot. That's crazy.
Yeah, that was a funny question.
Yeah, it's a devil
4th of July coming up.
Yeah.
Right.
So the question, should black people celebrate the 4th of July?
No.
I don't
Why?
really. I mean, I do it for the kids, just the fireworks and stuff like that. But ain't no big shindig going
It's just a
down.
free day, so.
Could you
might as
elaborate
well.
on celebration though? Like, what do you mean by that? Like, are we, lighting fireworks, or are we like,
Right, in the
are we getting together with the fam? Like, what do you mean by that?
No, I'm not going to elaborate. That's the question.
No, I'm just curious though. As far as no, hear me out. Right? You said should we celebrate 4th of July?
I can elaborate, but then I'm going to be
Are you
answering.
participating
Then
in
I'm going to be
the
answering
festivities?
the
Okay, cool.
question.
Yeah.
Right. So when
Okay.
I think about celebrating, I'm like honoring, right? I'm just like I'm taking the time to I don't know, not even homage.
Nigga,
but
I'm
like,
not wearing red, white, and blue on.
Right.
on-
Are y'all participating
cool,
in the
but
festivities?
no one
going-
who does that.
Back in the day, we used to go
But
buy
I,
Old
did,
Navy
I used
shirts.
to do that
That's
shit.
true.
Niggas
You
had
did. Old Navy shirts were
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah,
With the flag on it. Every day.
Flag
Cool,
on it.
yeah.
With the blue jeans, with the blue shorts.
Okay.
With the jorts. Come on now.
Yeah. Old Navy was this shit.
Oh damn, Marcus got him off.
Hold up. So
We gotta get you a mic.
Yeah.
let me. Hold up. What's your question?
So my question is, I know why you don't want to celebrate the 4th of July in the red, white, and blue, but why when you just celebrate the part that Black America did have in building up what we have today.
Marcus, that was way too long of a question without
Without
a
a
mic.
mic.
That's the,
Without a mic.
It's way too much.
All right, well,
way too much
repeat
quiet
it out.
time over
Okay.
here.
Repeat his
so-
question.
It was way too long.
somebody passed the
I was
mic.
going to. That was my intent. But
So let me direct this at Rim. Should black people celebrate the 4th of July?
am I allowed to answer this?
Yes.
Am I supposed to answer this?
Answer it.
Man,
Am
you-
I going to be canceled because I didn't say that?
You could be.
Please,
You black,
you
though,
are
bro.
not thinking about getting canceled.
You black, bro.
Cancel Rim Nmah.
Oh my god.
That's a whole nother discussion. Yeah, why not? Why not?
That's your answer?
Right? Yeah, I think so. Absolutely. That's my answer. Why not?
Because 1776, we weren't even 3/5 of a person by then.
Right, but correct me if I'm wrong. 4th of July is our independence from the UK, no?
Yes.
Right.
We're not,
But-
this ain't got nothing to do with race. This got to do with the country being
That-
emancipated
now we
from our
talking.
control of the UK.
So what does that have to do with black people?
And that's
What does
exactly what we should not celebrate.
Okay.
Right? We don't have
Sure.
to we don't have to celebrate that part of it, but to come together and fellowship and have a good time and use that as the reason to do so because it's a tradition, that part of it is cool. We should continue to do that. Yeah. We don't have to celebrate America's independence like Nick said. We don't have to be out there in American flag tank tops and all that shit. That shit is corny to me.
Was it
Right.
corny back in the day? Because I think as we gotten older and people are getting more hip to, because there's media that's talking
Right.
about this more, but everyone was celebrating it like it was a thing.
Yeah,
course.
that's how strong culture was.
Right.
Yeah,
But they were also 2 generations removed from slavery. So
Yeah.
they were still celebrating the bullshit.
And we didn't have Juneteenth to celebrate. We did, but we didn't know about it. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people
So,
did, but there's a lot of people who did know.
You know, so I mean, it kind of replaces the 4th of July for niggas.
Yeah.
You know
And
what
I
I'm
was just
saying, in a way.
before I get canceled, I just want to say there is a picture of me on the internet with some American flag pants, but those shits was fire and it was a good outfit. But like on when I pay attention to it, I'm
Was
like,
it
So you're
and
going
to
to get
get that
canceled for
down?
wearing American?
no, it wasn't get that though. It was
Okay,
just
good.
like a different brand.
You can't, so you're going to get canceled for that? You said you don't want to get canceled, but there is a picture of you on the internet with an American
Yeah, because
flag.
like
So
when
you can't wear American flags no more? That's wrong? It's a black person to wear to
I
be
think
proud
it-
of your country?
I think
I
it's,
don't know.
I
I
think it's
mean-
quiet for that, Remington.
I'm not
Yeah.
from
It's
here,
Quiet
so
to
it's
be
a little
proud
different
of.
for me.
Okay.
Here
I
we
don't
go.
know.
No, I'm just being honest. I've never.
I'm not saying
I mean,
you're a
soldiers
Trump
wear
supporter,
flags
but-
all the time, and we got black
Nah,
soldiers.
they have commandeered that flag too. So
But we
Damn.
have black people who serve this country, so
Yeah, I mean, like there's so much more
so
than
many-
to this
than just the
than
4th.
that, but
Yeah.
I get it.
Would you allow your kids to wear flag stuff, or some type of?
If I have to buy it, no, probably not. I wouldn't do that.
Okay.
you wouldn't buy your kid an item of clothing because it had an American flag on it.
Nah, we're not wearing American flags on the 4th of July.
What about outside of 4th of July?
Sure, maybe.
Yeah, the way it
what's
was
the
presented to
difference?
me made it seem
I'm just
like-
not celebrating.
No.
I'm not celebrating America's independence.
Gotcha. Is that something?
When we were still slaves when they got that independence, why would I celebrate that?
I hear you.
It wasn't our independence. We weren't independent.
Right.
No, I feel you.
So why would we celebrate it?
I do-
Like I said,
I-
it's still a good reason to come together and fellowship and cook out and
yeah.
have a good time
Because
and
it's
all that type of
tradition,
shit.
right?
Because it's a tradition. But outside of that, it means nothing.
I
to
mean,
me.
you could say that about all the holidays. Memorial
Yeah,
Day.
I mean-
Labor Day.
we are saying it.
Oh
about
yeah.
all the
Yeah,
holidays.
I feel you,
I
yeah.
think it's a
That don't
great
mean shit
opportunity
to
You
to.
might. I mean, you
That
might as well
was-
include
that's-
Christmas too.
that's
I mean,
the-
shit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's
get
cancel
into
all
it.
the fake shit.
Tradition.
Right?
It's tradition. I'm not saying cancel it. That's not what I said.
Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
Cancel
yeah.
But I
everything.
celebrate a
That's not
lot
what I
of
said,
things
though.
because
I
of
said
tradition.
still
I
do
don't
it because it's
celebrate it because
tradition,
of what
but-
it's supposed to stand for.
Yeah, absolutely.
Hey,
Me
bro.
either.
Yeah, absolutely.
When my kids get grown to a point to where I don't have to put a Christmas tree and all that shit no more, I will not be doing it. I don't
We
think I
just do
will
it
be.
for a tradition. I don't
Tradition.
believe in
That's
the
all it
whole.
is.
Yeah, like I try to carry on because that's my grandmother's favorite holiday. You
Most
know what I'm
motherfuckers
saying?
that
So-
celebrate Christmas anyway aren't celebrating it because of what they think it represents.
Right, right,
Nah.
right.
Nigga, I'm broke.
I'm one of them.
No one is really celebrating the birth of Christ, and that's not even when he was born.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what they
Right,
think they
correct.
that's what they think they supposed to be celebrating, but they don't give a fuck about that. It's just about wrapping gifts, putting them under the tree, and Santa
Yes,
Claus
it's
coming through the chimney and all
definitely
that dumb
a scheme
shit.
for money.
Yeah,
Capitalism.
Yeah.
But
all it is.
it's built
Broke
a
as
lot
shit
of
afterwards.
memories for people over generations.
Right.
So
Who
you know,
hey, look, it
because
is
of
very the era we grew up in. Your Christmas was lit. I ain't gonna
Lit.
hold you. It was lit.
lit, and my father
It was
sold
lit.
drugs, so
Yeah,
my jump was
I
crazy.
know it was.
yikes.
I mean, I don't want to go
Crazy.
down and
Paul
hold up
seen
a
it.
rant, but just like, you know what I'm saying,
Paul
music
seen
then.
it.
Like, they made Christmas
Fact.
songs.
Paul
like
said he wanted to be the
hip hop
dope boy.
Christmas
Facts.
songs back in the day. TLC had a joint. Run DMC had a joint. Like,
Yeah.
you knew at Christmas time, like, yeah, like, They don't do that shit no more. You ain't heard no hip hop Christmas song.
Not since DMX killed it.
Yeah.
DMX killed it. Rudolph. That was in rap.
Yeah.
Y'all gotta relax.
Shit.
No more Christmas songs.
Yeah,
after that.
man. But shit.
Yo, rest in peace to DMX, man.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about
Yes.
hip hop, did anybody see the BET Awards?
Nah.
Yikes.
I didn't check
I saw some of it.
Yeah.
It was a long concert.
It was definitely a long concert, but
I think
they did a tribute to Busta Rhymes, and he put out a really good message.
Top 20.
And so I think that's just key. They brought a lot of hip hop artists from like Dougie Fresh to Big Daddy Kane to MC Light to like the new generation of stuff.
No, they was bringing out the franchise boys.
Yeah, they brought out the franchise boys.
Get in my white tees.
They did that at the hip hop awards though.
They did a stanky leg. It was a lot
All
going
of
on.
that. I saw clips. I ain't watching.
Little clips
They
of
did
it.
that at the hip hop awards. They did
Even Soulja Boy came out there. I was like,
He did.
Drake.
He did Superman.
Draco.
Right?
Drake.
Yeah, he did Superman.
The stinky leg. But you should have a dance. It'd be the protein leg. Do the protein leg. What that John look like?
Whatever, man.
That's what I wonder what that John look like.
Protein leg and extended leg.
Wait, who's what?
You said you want to get your leg extended. Your legs extended.
Oh my God.
You wasn't supposed to turn that around on me.
See?
Hey, look. I see. I got gray areas, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that's what's up, man.
That's crazy. But listen, before we close out, I'm just curious, right? New month, new beginning, new lessons and all that. Anything you guys want to accomplish this month?
Oh yeah, of course.
I got one.
What's that?
Since I'm on the show and y'all haven't done it yet, I just want to accomplish hearing y'all say y'all phrase.
What's that?
Hey,
Hey,
man.
man.
Oh, say, man.
There it is.
Hold on, let's do it again.
Yikes.
Yeah. Hey, man.
Say, man.
I love
We
it.
haven't done that in forever, right?
Yeah.
Why
Yeah.
not? That is,
Yeah.
that's where it's at.
We
No, for
definitely-
sure.
We're being robbed.
For sure.
Yeah, definitely. Gotta get back on that.
Back in,
And,
probably, you know.
and all time.
Pause.
Thank you. And
Y'all minds be in the gutter, man. You
Nah.
know, my mind be,
I
you
feel
know,
you.
just living. You
Nah.
know what I mean?
Nah.
Y'all be like,
to the point
Your mind
now
be
when
looking
niggas
at
are-
playlists. It's
They
like,
just think about
Thank you,
cocks
dog.
all the time. That's all.
Nigga said thank you.
They hear
look.
a word and they think cocks.
no, I don't.
That's what they think.
That's such a dirty
man.
word, too.
I'm just
cock.
saying.
Ugh.
Oh God,
I say I am about to slide
is
through
dirty.
cocks. Wait, what? Pause. Like,
I just,
That's
I
what
just
y'all
look,
hear. That's
I don't
what I'm
even, I don't
assuming.
even call the cable company by that name.
See?
It's the cable
Yo,
company.
grow up, my nigga.
Hey,
it's
look,
not even spelled the same.
I know it's not, but it's said the same.
oh my
That's my
gosh.
coworker's last name. His last name is
Yeah.
Cox.
cock-a-doodle-doo.
Nah.
That's crazy.
Hey, but look, can we get a collab going with with Meet the Curator, get that dough with A-Man, Say Man. You know what
We
I'm
can
saying?
always figure
Let's
something
put
out.
something together. We
But-
got a new logo. The new logo will look,
That's cool.
I'll
That's
reach out to the
hometown.
creative director over
Yeah,
at
because
Meet
you know
Curator,
Rim is the
and I'll
model.
see if I can,
Yeah.
talk that person into, making something happen. I'll see.
But first, you
I'll
got
talk-
to get me a photo shoot.
We getting stuff back in there. Don't
It's
worry.
for the short.
We got.
Hey,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Wait,
You
hold on
have to
though.
have a
Let's not.
short- you have to have a
Paul,
short
what
photo
you trying to
shoot.
accomplish? My bad.
Oh, it's okay. I think this month I just wanna listen. Yeah.
it's okay.
I must have missed the joke. What happened?
It was you.
Oh,
Y'all are bugs.
And the fact that we skipped over you and you said, no, it's okay. So anyway.
no. It's just you guys don't take life seriously. So.
What's,
my God.
no, seriously, what's coming next for Meet the Curator?
We're gonna be doing fall, winter. We got some sweatsuits coming out. I got an idea to do something I'm calling the Hometown Hero Collection, which is we all went to 2 out of the 3 high schools in Arlington, Wakefield, Washington, Liberty, and Yorktown. So the forest green, get that dough. The navy blue, get that dough, and the light blue, get that dough.
That's lit.
Yeah, thank you.
Love it.
So we'll do that.
You must have been saving me for the hometown.
Exactly. That's what we're doing.
That's why you haven't.
Yeah.
Other shit.
So the idea is to get like Bentley and all them and some
Yeah.
stuff. We got some sweatsuits.
Mascot.
Do some crop tops. We got some stuff.
Be a mascot.
I didn't know that y'all Boar is going to be our mascot. That's
Exactly.
crazy. Perfect.
Exactly.
Oh,
That is
man.
perfect. The Meet the Curator Boar. Meet the Curator board.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
Listen,
No, that's perfect.
with
Meet the
that,
Curator board.
I'm actually quitting now.
with that said, the big thing, Rem, is 8th Street Festival. We're trying to get in that. We've already applied, so September 17th, we'll probably, if we get in,
That's
when
like
we'll
a
drop.
vendor type event.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
Awesome. Awesome.
When is
man.
that?
September 17th.
Okay.
Out the city on 8th Street. I'm
On
assuming,
8th
right?
Street. Yep.
So everybody pull up. Make sure you checking for Meet the Curator. Go find them. Go buy something.
Yeah, support.
Definitely. September
sure.
17th, y'all.
Hey man, say man, maybe out there.
Yeah,
not really, but we might be. Just
Might
to, you
be.
know, one or two of us might pull up or something. Who knows?
Absolutely.
If we can get these motherfuckers out the house, they'll be there.
You know.
We definitely,
Yikes.
definitely. Getting out the house in
listen,
a few days, man.
We appreciate you.
I mean, damn, everybody else ain't say what they wanted to accomplish this month.
I mean, honestly,
I'm just saying.
that was 10 minutes
That was
ago.
only for
That
Kevin.
was 10 minutes ago.
was only for
I
Kevin.
posed that question.
Yeah, I feel you. I
But
mean,
please, what do you have? What's going on in your life?
I mean, I wanted to extend, ask y'all if y'all would like to roll with me to, you know, see Rome Streets July 15th.
So
I don't know what it is.
wait. That's what you want to accomplish this month?
No, well, I'm going for work. I'm going to accomplish something.
Oh my God.
Oh, okay. Because
You know
that
what
was
I'm
my
saying?
question.
Yeah, my accomplishment would be to actually sell some beats to Rome Streets.
So what?
Sell some beats to Rome Streets.
Okay,
nigga.
cool,
You know what I'm saying?
That was
Bars.
a bar. That was a bar.
Yeah.
Was it?
I mean, a little
Streets.
bit.
Beats. Rome Streets.
Better than
Rhymes better than
Might
yeah.
spoil it. The fuck?
Rhymes
Y'all hate on that. That shit is clean, Paul. So keep rocking.
Debatable.
Go ahead, do your
That's
thing.
clean.
Go
Shut
ahead,
up.
do your thing, P.
I
I'll
actually
say-
heard someone
what is
say that like a couple of days ago when I was in the store.
Wait,
doesn't make sense.
Thank you.
Yes.
What?
Someone said that.
Yo,
and I was like,
They must listen to
They
the
must know
podcast.
Paul.
That's
It makes
crazy.
perfect
They must
sense.
listen
That's
to
all.
podcast.
old shit.
It doesn't.
Wait,
I seen
can't
that
call
nigga
it
at
might
work.
spoil it.
Right?
Yes.
How is you calling it going to spoil it?
Because
Explain.
If I
So-
tell you,
Because it's
what
like
that
telling you the
happened-
end of a movie. I
Yeah.
get it. Right.
Yeah,
Come on,
see,
Rick.
why is it so
Yeah, I
complicated?
get it.
Why is
It
it so
doesn't,
complicated?
it doesn't change the fact that it's stupid.
It's not stupid. You just didn't think about
I bumped
it.
into a nigga talking about old sayings. It was an old dude I had seen while I was at work. He was like, "Hey, kill none, let none die." Nigga, I said, "What the fuck?" I heard that shit since Mobb Deep albums.
Kill nothing, let nothing die.
Speaking of Mobb Deep, the infamous, that's this week's homework.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so
For
next
sure.
week we're gonna come
God,
back
Mobb
and.
Deep.
I mean, yeah, what's wrong with it?
Okay, real quick before we
Y'all
get off
better
this,
stop.
Nick,
Mom.
this or that, Survival of the Fittest or why am I blanking on their best song?
Oh, Shook Ones?
Shook ones?
Quiet Storm. Sign up.
Survival of the Fittest.
Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes you got to get away. Might rival both of those.
Facts.
That might be my
point.
favorite
Classic
Mobb Deep song
and
ever.
But
good point.
that
What was
neither
the
of those
joint?
songs are on the
What was-
infamous.
Joint with Nas.
Facts. You're right about that. But what did what's the joint? Old school joint, the one that Cam did on a side album. Feel like I'm moving weight.
Losing weight.
Losing weight. Yeah, but that was Mobb Deep joints first though.
What joint was that?
Was
Was it had to be either album afterward, Hell on Earth, or
I think it was on Hell on Earth.
because Hell
'Cause
on
their
Earth
first joint was what?
Hell on Earth-
Juvenile.
Juvenile Hell was the first one. Then it was Infamous. Then it was
Infamous.
Hell on Earth.
Right.
And then it was Murder Music.
It wasn't Murder Music. It was
Murder Music is what had
It
Quiet
was
Storm
the
on
second
it.
album.
That was Hell on Earth,
Yeah,
or the
yeah,
third
yeah, yeah.
album. Hell on Earth was the third album because second album technically is.
I see what you're
Infamous.
saying. Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, y'all wasn't fucking with Fonte, so
Disgusting. Album is
so
great.
maybe something a little
Yikes.
bit
That album was great.
Infamous.
the infamous. Yeah,
We'll see. We'll check it out.
the
You know.
album was fire.
But on that note, it's been a wonderful episode of A Man Say Man. Thank you, Kev, for blessing us with your presence
Appreciate you.
and whatnot.
Thank you.
Definitely look out for what's going on in the future with your clothing brand.
Meet the
We
Curator.
would love to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying?
Love
As
it.
far as collabing and whatnot.
I thought I was. Crazy.
You be there. You be there,
the
Steph.
way
Steph is still in.
Stephon is,
And
Stephon is jaded.
Steph, you back in. And I would just like to give a shout out to y'all for this podcast because a whole bunch of people will do a whole bunch of talking, but never do it. So kudos to y'all motherfuckers for
Appreciate it.
Thank you,
pulling it
man.
off.
Received, brother.
We coming
That's
up
up.
on 40 episodes.
Yeah.
That's
Awesome.
love.
Yeah.
And
Keep
yo,
grinding.
you see the episode that you just dropped on YouTube? How that shit just for what?
Don't pay attention to it. Just
Coming
keep
up on
cooking.
40.
Exactly.
Just keep
Exactly. I think the 50th episode we should do something special
I think
and
so too.
whatnot in honor
I
and
think
what.
we should come in on walkers.
I think y'all should go to Jenny Dean. Y'all should go to Jenny Dean and record live down there, man.
That would be kind of neat.
It ain't the
you
same,
know?
man. I'm gonna go
know
to
it
Fort
ain't.
Bernard.
We shall see.
Oh, that? Yeah.
We shall see. But look, this been P.
Marvelous.
Nick G.
Rem the model.
Come on, Kev.
Oh man, Kevin Nmah, Meet the Curator.
Steph. We
We out this month.
Indeed.
Peace.
Holla.